Good afternoon and welcome to Mars Stadium for the McDonald's Ballarat Football Netball League match of the day, and it promises to be a ripper. It's the fourth place North Ballarat taking on the fifth place Sebastopol, getting underway in just about 8 minutes' time. The reserves game, what a thriller. Sebastopol 10-4-64 run out 1 point winners over North Ballarat. 9-9-63. It was a terrific game of footy and didn't know until the end who was going to win it. It was that close. It promises to be a ripper here today and a massive milestone for the North Ballarat captain. Simon McCartan will play his 150th senior game for the Roosters. An incredible career for the club. So the captain will run out for the 150th time in the seniors. 3 debutants for North Ballarat today. Isaac Loverson, Sam Glover and Sam Arts all play their first senior game. A day to remember. It is one of the best days of your football life is your first senior game. So all good to them. It's 16 degrees, quite cloudy here at North Ballarat with a chance of rain. They're saying 50% by about 4 p.m. and I can tell you, looking out across the other side of the ground, the McDonald's Ballarat wing, it is as dark as a dog's guts, and I'm tipping that it might rain before 4 o'clock. I'm flying solo today. We have an special comments man in Kyle Pover that isn't feeling the greatest, so he won't be here today. So you'll have to put up with my Deltones for the entire day. Should be a great game. Other games in the McDonald's Ballarat Football Netball League competition today. Bacchus Smash sitting 7th, take on East Point sitting 2nd. Out at Mattingley Park at 2:15. Melton South at home to Sunbury. Melton South sitting 10th, Sunbury 8th. At the Melton Rec Reserve from 2:15. And at the Alverton Oval at 6:15 tonight, the 9th place Ballarat will take on the 6th place Lake Wendouree. And also at 6:15, Darley, sitting 11th, take on the top side Melton at Darley Park under the new lights out there at Darley Park. Sebastopol are out on the ground warming up, and we're still waiting for North Ballarat to come out onto the ground. Now, a couple of things here today. Looks like James Keeble and James Richards will not take their place in the side for Sebastopol. So that sort of evens it up a fair bit, I would imagine. The North Ballarat, whilst a very young side, and as I said earlier, 3 debutants, makes it very difficult for them. They were unlucky last week in the end. They did come back. They were jumped quite early, but after half-time I didn't mind their effort in North Ballarat. So they weren't too bad. The kids that they've got there in their first games, that can sometimes either bring some real energy and passion, and that's normally the way. So I'll look forward to that. Sebastopol really will miss James Richards in the ruck. We called Sebastopol against East Point at the start of the year in round 1 when Sebastopol won. Keeble and Richards were their 2 best players. Richards given first use in the middle and Keeble kicked 4 up forward. So they really are going to miss those 2. So a lot of it is going to depend on in the ruck. And Cam McCallan, if he can really get his hands on the ball first and give it to players like O'Brien and Simons and Daniel Jones through the midfield and all the others that do go through there, and then they can get it down inside 50 and give players like Chatfield and Quick some use at it and Harry Loader some chance at kicking some goals. They'll be okay, and the young Roosters could get themselves a win. But up back, you got for Sebastopol, you got players like Tony Lockyer that are just so solid back there. Ben Hart and Jed Hill, if he runs off half-back, or he'll come through the midfield and through the wing area. They are really good. Jack Banbury was quite good last week for the Sebastopol side too. So they are good up back. So it's going to be some real interesting matchups. Does Tony Lockyer, does he go to Josh Chatfield? Chatfield's been a very good player up forward for the North Ballarat side so far this year. So that's going to be interesting. We'll see who gets that matchup. And what about the other end? Who gets Michael Lockyer, Michael Powell, Luke Keel. Who takes them? Then there's Stowe. So they've had Toby Hutt, Butler. They've got some real avenues towards goal. Sam Hills will take the ruck in James Richards' absence. Lachlan Cassidy and Ryan Nother have been good through the midfield too. So it really is an intriguing game, this one. It's going to be interesting to see what transpires. We might take a quick break out here at Mars Stadium as North Ballarat have just taken the field and Sebastopol up the scoreboard end of the ground warming up. And left of screen will be the Creswick Road end and the right of screen will be the scoreboard end of the ground. And we'll be back to commence the first bounce and the game underway here at Mars Stadium in a few minutes.
You don't give in. You don't give up. You push on when most would have pushed off. You lend a hand, whether a hand was asked for or not. It's called Aussie Spirit for good reason, because it takes spirit to get through times like these. Lucky you've got it in spades. It's what inspires us to be by your side to help. Together we'll get through this. We always do. Search Toyota, here to help.
Try Macca's new honey soy or aioli chicken wraps with 100% Aussie RSPCA approved chicken breast. With new wraps prepared to order, there's more to love at Macca's.
With McDelivery, Macca's comes to you, so you can enjoy it at home, fast, safe and contact-free. Search Macca's website for your local delivery partner.
After a long, hard day, nothing beats a long, cold brewery fresh Carlton Draft.
Pour it long, pour it cold, pour it Carlton, pour it gold. The real taste of real draft beer. Pour it long, pour it cold, pour it Carlton.
Celebrate.
You don't give in. You don't give up. You push on when most would have pushed off. You lend a hand, whether a hand was asked for or not. It's called Aussie Spirit for good reason, because it takes spirit to get through times like these. Lucky you've got it in spades. It's what inspires us to be by your side to help. Together we'll get through this. We always do. Search Toyota, here to help.
With McDelivery, Macca's comes to you, so you can enjoy it at home, fast, safe and contact-free. Search Macca's website for your local delivery partner.
Try Macca's new honey soy or aioli chicken wraps with 100% Aussie RSPCA approved chicken breast. With new wraps prepared to order, there's more to love at Macca's. Try Macca's new honey soy or aioli chicken wraps with 100% Aussie RSPCA approved chicken breast. With new wraps prepared to order, there's more to love at Macca's.
Welcome back. No. That's just a... Right. Ball goes inside 50, comes out now to the North Ballarat man in Glover, gets his left foot kicked to it. That's his first touch of his senior career, Sam Glover, in his debut. Gets the first behind on the score board for the day, and that'll take North Ballarat on to one behind. They trail Sebastopol yet to score, just waiting for the ball to come back into play. And it will be the great Tony Lockyer, captain, that will bring the ball back into play for Sebastopol. He plays on, goes long to the McDonald's Ballarat wing area of the ground. Good mark, Hutt on the half-back flank. In fact, it was the boy in Pabst. He goes to the wing now. Sebastopol just holding on to the footy on the outer side. And the umpires pulled a 50. Took forever to go forward with the ball, did Sebastopol, and in the end, the North Ballarat boy has moved on the mark, and that's the area of the rule that I do not like. And it's a 50-metre penalty, and it'll go to Stowe, and it'll bring him within goal-kicking distance. He'll kick from 45. Stowe, in he comes. For the Sebastopol side, sits it up nice and high. Has it got the legs? It's got the legs, but it hasn't got the accuracy. And that is a behind, one behind each to both sides. And the scoreboard isn't working. As we can see to the outer side, there's no time clock or the score working. So hopefully they will get that fixed as soon as possible as North Ballarat bring the ball in. Outer side, far wing, up they go. It's punched to the front. Hills there, wrapped up, quickly comes out to the boy in Hotchin. High kick up towards half forward, but backing back and taking a good mark. They'll go up to the outer wing. Hopefully they will get to this side of the ground at some stage. It seems so far away. Carries over the back. Tackled was Hobbs. Ball spills free. Now Sebastopol are a chance. 60 out from goal. They go inside. High ball. Punch from behind. Comes out to the boy there in Nash. Nash gives it off. They're in trouble here, but able to clean up. Again, Nash short. Looking for his teammate in riding, but punched away from him. And ball goes out of bounds. And we'll have a boundary throw in about 45 metres around from the Sebastopol goal. Still waiting for the scoreboard and the time clock to get up. Hopefully that is soon. Comes out. Sebastopol now through Banbury. His kick is smothered. Out, nice hands out the back. Riding's tackled. Ball spills free. Always dive back on that. Umpire circling. Says no. I'll bounce that up. We'll have a bounce down 50 out from the Sebastopol goal. One behind a piece. Gone about 2.5 minutes in the first quarter here at Mars Stadium in the McDonald's Ballarat Football Netball League Ballarat Toyota match of the day. Umpire says, I'll have that. Dummett picks his teammate up in Harvey. Down it goes. Oh, big tap by the big fella there for North Ballarat. And he is a big fella, is McCallum. But it is Banbury. Gets a high left foot kick. Good mark in Hobbs. Just backing back with courage. Oh, he's played on. Quickly tackled by Hart. They're able to clean up. They come out to Daniel Jones. He'll send it up towards the wing. And again, getting a fair bit of it early is Jack Banbury. And Banbury takes the mark. Oh, straight into the man on the mark. Then he's taken high. That was Loader. They feed it out. No free kick given. And the umpire's pulled a free kick now. Incorrect disposal against North Ballarat. And it will go to the Sebastopol side. And it'll be Big Sam Hills. Hills into the side. Jack Richards out injured. Oh, nice mark at the back. That's his second grab is Hobbs. Strong mark. Has a player short and uses him in Polkinghorn. Half-back flank. He'll send it up high in between wing and half forward. At the back of the pack, can't take the mark. Now it's Simons there. Feeds it out. Back out to the boy in Riding. Riding's tackled. Umpire says bit high. And Riding will take the free kick for North Ballarat in between wing and half forward. Goes onto the left foot. Sits it up, but it's all Sebastopol. And Sebastopol will just slowly wait. Will he transfer play over the other side? No, he's going to come up this side looking for Dummett. Dummett holds the front spot. Takes a mark. Good mark. Goes short in. Board. Very risky, but comes off to Cassidy. Cassidy now will transfer play out to the outer side. Has the player in Hill. Hill running off half back. Kicks it out. Umpire says play on. No free kick. Falling over for Ballarat was Curran, and they dive on him. We'll have a bounce down centre wing position outer side. Scoreboard's up and running. 4.5 minutes gone. First quarter. 1 behind apiece here at Mars Stadium. We'll have around the ground scores from all Ballarat games today. There's only 3 at 2:15. The other 2 will be played as night games tonight. As Riding, having a fair bit of it, gets it around half forward, sits it up inside, looking for the boy in quick, couldn't take the mark, comes to the ground, and it's a goal straight through the middle from Chatfield, and he's up and about already. We spoke about him in the pre-game, and he has kicked a goal early, and they will have to watch him. That's 1-1-7 North Ballarat. They lead Sebastopol 1 behind. That is on your Ballarat Toyota scoreboard.
Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
Yes, he looks very lively when the ball gets up there. Quick was good. Chatfield, see who is going to him. True's going to Quick. And we did say in the pre-game that we thought it might be Lockyer going to Chatfield. Umpire circling. He will have another bounce down in the middle of the ground here at Mars Stadium. It is Tony. Oh, no, it's not Lockyer. Yes, it is. It's Tony Lockyer that has gone to Chatfield. We thought that would happen at the start of the day. So they'll need to keep him quiet. Ball back in the middle. Quick kick out by Cassidy for the Sebastopol side. Goes forward looking for his teammate in Butler. He can't take the mark. Toby Hutt's in there. Wraps up his North Ballarat opponent. The umpire says you had prior and didn't get rid of it. And that was against Jones. So the big boy in Toby Hutt. Goes inside. Does it get over the back? No. Chopped off in the back half for North Ballarat. Now we have players converging over the ball. Comes out to the back area now and rushed through for a behind was Polkinghorn. And Sebastopol go on to 2 behinds. Trail North Ballarat 1-1-7. We're gone 6.5 minutes. First quarter here at Mars Stadium. And the Ballarat Toyota match of the day. They come up the middle to Jones. Jones, been a good servant for the North Ballarat Footy Club. Was good last week against Lake Windaree in their 7-point loss. He goes up to the wing. Pack of players comes forward, well crumbed. Sebastopol are away. They go towards half forward through the agency, and getting it back was Hausler. Oh, he's got himself into a little bit of trouble though, and the umpire said yes. Too long, and the free kick will go to Turley. Turley, transfer play back out to the other side towards Jones. Jones now. He wants to go to the outer side. He's very undecided. He's getting himself tied up in knots. And in the end, he had to go back to Lovison in his first game on debut. And his kick is smothered and out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in 25 metres around from the Sebastopol goal. Good start here. 1-1-7. North Ballarat leads Sebastopol 2 behinds. Comes forward. We're not going to get anywhere here as we see all players pressed up. from the middle forward. There's only 2 players really up in the forward. Well, you wouldn't even say they're in the forward half, in the Ballarat end. So it is going to be hard to press out. As we'll have another bounce down, about 30 around from the Sebastopol goal. Up they go. Comes down to Cassidy. He's wrapped up, gets a hurried kick. Comes out towards the boundary line now. Diving over the ball was Keel. Or kept it in was Michael Lockyer, but no, the umpire said it was out. We'll have a boundary throw in, 35 around from the Sebastopol goal. 10.5 minutes gone, first quarter here at Mars Stadium. Sebastopol kicking right of screen down the scoreboard end, and North Ballarat up to the left end, Creswick Road end. No wind to really speak about, very, very light breeze, and not favouring either end if there is one there. We'll have another boundary throw in, and there's so many inside the 50 of the Sebastopol side. It's very hard to get out and very hard for a Sebastopol player to get clean possession and shot on goal. Oh, nice tap over the back by McEldrew for North Ballarat. Hurry kick into the middle, but it's all Sebastopol. And again, it's that man Banbury who started off well. Goes to the outer side to a teammate. True finds a teammate. The outer side half forward flank. Long kick inside by Hill. Comes to the front of the pack. Roved his own ruck work there. Tap work was hot. Gets the hands off. And right foot snap at goal. But it's marked deep in defence. North Ballarat just goes short here to Jones. About 15 metres out from the Borough goal. Jones again, very indecisive on where to go. He'll end up going up member's side of the ground. High kick. Punched away from Loader. Now they're away North Ballarat, but it's all Sebastopol in the back half. Had no one to go to. And it is Tony Lockyer. Lockyer finds True short, and then True on the left foot goes to the outer side. And finds his teammate in McNabb. McNabb short again. He's going to play the short game there to get it out of that defensive area. Hill goes, now it's going to come back to Hill in front of Drew. And they've messed it up here, Sebastopol. North Ballarat now through quick, beautiful hand, Silky. Well moved, gets it inside. Looking for the first gamer in Butler. The first gamer in Glover. They'll go inboard again. Now here's a chance. North Ballarat, can they get one here? Gets it back to the boy in Riding, who's been good. And he snapped his first for the day. And North Ballarat second. Jack Riding, nice goal. He's had a fair bit of it in this first quarter. That'll take them on to 2-1-13. They lead Sebastopol. The scoreboard's saying one behind. I've got 2. We'll go with the scoreboard. 2-1-13 North Ballarat, one behind Sebastopol. 13 minutes gone, first quarter. That is on your Ballarat Toyota scoreboard.
Oh, what a feeling! Toyota.
Yes, just crumbing goal. Got to the front. And North Ballarat now take a 2-goal lead, and they'll get a free kick in the middle. And it'll be Simons. Simons quickly on the right foot for North Ballarat. Goes in. Oh, quick. Just stuck the one Duke out and dragged it in. I thought it was going to go over his head, but he was good enough just to drag that back in, and he's taken the mark, and he'll kick from about 48 to the Creswick Road end of the ground here at Mars Stadium. Again, as I said earlier, some of these kids at North Ballarat, particularly these 2 up forward, Chatfield and Quick, they look very similar as well, but they look very damaging. As in he comes, Quick, straight over the hat of the goal umpire, not a problem. He gets his first for the day and quickly gets North Ballarat's third at the 14-minute mark of the first quarter, 3-1-19. North Ballarat. They lead Sebastopol one behind. That is on your Ballarat Toyota scoreboard.
Oh, what a feeling! Toyota.
Okay. Interesting start. They've jumped them a bit. Tends to happen in this competition, I've noticed. In it goes. Up it goes. In the middle of the ground. They're away. Quick hands to the big ruckman, Cameron. Out to a teammate in Simon. Simon's again inside around that 50 area. And they're getting it in really quickly. The young boy on his first game gets it riding as the sit. Just couldn't get the second grab. Hit it straight up in the air. And he looks a likely type on debut to Sam Glover. Leads well, got a good pair of hands, and looks like a very good kick of the footy. Up it goes. Quick kick out, smothered by Quick. Comes out to Hill for Sebastopol. He's chased by Chatfield, gets his kick away to the outer side. Keel's there, leads everyone in the race for the ball. It's won it, gets away from his opponent. High kick up towards half forward, but it'll beat everyone out over the line. The boundary throw in on the outer side, half forward flank for the Sebastopol side. Quarter time, we should have some scores for you around the grounds. Only 2 other games played this afternoon before the other 2 tonight. Tapped down by the Sebastopol boy in Sam Hills. North Ballarat now. Are they away now? Again through the middle of the ground. Quick kick forward. Is it Quick this time? But it's Hill in front of him. Gets a quick kick out towards the boundary looking for Dummett. Dummett traps it. Keeps it inside. Little short kick. Finds Nother. Nother on the McDonald's Ballarat wing. Umpire calls him to play on. Oh, shocking kick, but it's found a teammate. Luck's a fortune. Again, Sebastopol now. Just high kick inside. Hoping for a mark. Big fella Hills gets it to the front. Now butters up. Good work. Quick snap around the body. Sits up in the air. In they come. It'll come out to Jones for North Ballarat. And they're happy to run that through for a rush behind the Roosters. They'll come short again to Jones. He takes the mark in front of Powell. Right back pocket for the North Ballarat side. He's going to go high up the line now. Riding again. Got a leap, got his hands to it, just couldn't finish off. Good tackle by Dummett. Able to get the ball away. Oh, flicked out the back. Good footy. The Roosters go forward, looking for Hodgson. He can't take it. Polkinghorn's all tackled. Gives it off to McCartan in his 150th game. Gets inside now, and it's Lamb leading the race. Gets a bounce. Tackle to the ground. Sebastopol clean up. They'll go out to the outer side. Looking for the boy in Haslett. He takes it out over the boundary line. Defensive half for the Sebastopol side. We have a boundary throw in. We've gone 18 minutes first quarter. 18-point lead. It's definitely 3. They're missing the scores there. It's at least 2 behinds, but I reckon it's 3 for Sebastopol. They'll clean that up by quarter time, I would imagine. Now, North Ballarat. Kick is smothered. Going in hard was Lamb. He's tackled. Crowd calling for the ball. Umpire says, I'll toss that up. It was Cassidy that wrapped up Lamb. Up it goes. Tapped down by the big fella in McCallum. Ball goes out over towards the boundary line. Flicked out. Nothers there. Hurried kick for North Ballarat. Inside 50. Probably a free kick in the back there to the Sebastopol player against Chatfield. And it's Lockyer. Deep in defensive 50. He'll go right across the other side of the ground and finding a teammate in Pabst. Pabst has Hill short. Goes to him with a lovely low kick. Hill now sits that up, but just gives time and space for Polkinghorn, who gives it to Curran, who kicks inside. And again, it's Chatfield. Oh no, he's paid a free kick against him. A push. And didn't throw that back on the full in my day. That was 50 to Tony Lockyer. He'll take the free kick for the Borough. Again, inside the defensive 50. Has Hill wide and short if he wants him. Doesn't go to him. He's all covered up by Polkinghorn. Now he'll go long to the wing in front of the grandstand side of the ground. Hobbs has taken a few early, dropped that one. Comes out to the boy in Turley, who flicks it out over the back. Oh, that's incorrect disposal against Sebastopol. And that was Hutt. Kicked inside. There he is again. Glover looks dangerous, a young boy, but just couldn't be clean. And it's rushed down over the boundary line, over the behind line. And the Borough will bring the ball in out of side now. Just a short kick up over looking for Lockyer. He wins it. Gives it back to Hausler. Hausler goes short with a dangerous kick. And chipping in was Loader. Just couldn't hold the mark. Players all over the ball. Chatfield quickly gets it out. His right foot snap is smothered. Sebastopol now will rush the ball over the behind line again. That's through Benny Hart. And again, another behind for the North Ballarat side. Tony Lockyer will bring the ball back into the play for Sebastopol. This time it looks like he's going to go straight up the middle. He does. Long, high kick. Ooh, collision of teammates there. Hills was hit hard. He's up and about though. Okay, quick kick out. The big fella for North Ballarat in McEldrew. He's quickly tackled, gang tackled by two. And that was Hutt and Dummett. Crowd calling for holding the ball. The umpire says no. I'll bounce that in down between wing and half forward for Sebastopol. Flicked out the back by McEldrew. Wrapped up by O'Brien. Gives it back to the big fella. Now it's out of the top to Riding. Riding hands on the outside to Polkinghorn. In turn finds the captain, McCartan, in his 150th. All being held forward there for North Ballarat was Hodgson, not paid. He goes in underneath again, but the ball goes out over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in. About 35 around from the North Ballarat goal. We've gone 22 minutes first quarter. 19-point leaders, the Roosters, over Sebastopol. In it comes. At the back, that young boy again is Glover. Takes it out of the ruck, flicks it out the back. Kicked off the ground by Michael Lockyer for Sebastopol. Flicked out the back again. McCartan's all wrapped up. And getting a fair bit of attention. Cassidy and Chatfield having a nice how do you do. And there's another couple. Umpire says, I'll ball this up. That should make you disperse. It does. Flicked out by Hutt. Comes out towards McCartan. Flicked back inboard. Umpire says slung him after he got rid of the ball. So McCartan will take the free kick. Goes short, but just went over the head of his teammate in Polkinghorn. And Cassidy is able to mop that up for the Borough. Now Cassidy is going to go high towards the wing looking for Michael Lockyer. Carries over the back. McCartan in his 150th. Starting to get a lot of the ball. Comes out towards O'Brien off Riding. O'Brien has a player over the back in Quick. Quick goes inside 50. Hutt chases him down, but he gets his left foot kick towards goals. Comes off the hands of the pack. Tapped out. Again. Quick is in there. And should beat all out over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in just right near the North Ballarat goal. 23 and a half gone first quarter. 19-point leaders to the Roosters. Not much to go in this first quarter. In it comes. Glover again takes the ball out of the pack from the boundary throw in. Is tackled. Ball spills free. Comes out to Cassidy. Cassidy's chased by Quick. Gets his handball away to the outside to a teammate in Dixon. Dixon kicks that out on the full. Free kick to North Ballarat, around 50 metres out from their goal. Take a mammoth kick to get that. He won't go for it. He just sits it up towards the edge of the square. Chatfield from behind. Couldn't take the mark. Quick gets the crumbs. Polkinghorn back to Chatfield. Right foot snap towards goal. Up it goes. Oh, just couldn't take the mark. For North Ballarat then was Loader and has gone out over the line. We'll have a boundary throw in the left forward pocket. Not long to go. 24 and a half minutes gone. 3-3-21 North Ballarat. 2 behind Sebastopol. Could be 3. We'll find out at quarter time. Riding left foot hurry kick from the stoppage. And it's gone out of bounds on the full. Sebastopol will take the free kick through McNabb. Right, forward pocket for North Ballarat, Creswick Road End. McNabb goes to the outer side, up towards half-back, just outside 50. Big punch from behind for the Roosters then was Nash. Now it's hurried kick inside 50. Cassidy's there. Has Lockyer now on the outside from Hutt. Lockyer, nice little chip kick inside to Tony Lockyer. Back to Michael Lockyer. Has the player over the back. Tackled, dances in and out. They're away again through Lockyer. This time it's Michael. Goes inside 50. It's a game of pinball. A few fall over. Handball out from the boy in Hazlitt. Back to Hazlitt now. No, chipping in is Lamb for North Ballarat. Has a player up the line in Loader. Loader wins it. Now they'll go towards half forward looking for Chatfield. Goes over his head and Banbury's out of bounds on the full. Jack Banbury will take the free kick. Double interchange for the Sebastopol side. Harvian comes off. Hausler is coming on with Powell. Hutt for Sebastopol. Goes short. Nice kick, just controlling the footy. Finds his teammate and Dummett. Over to Cassidy. Cassidy now will send the Borough deep inside 50, but that hasn't gone long enough. And Hobbs is there to chop off. He's had a good first quarter. Gets it over to his teammate. Now they're outside defensive 50. Umpire has pulled a free kick. It'll be riding. Good first quarter. Looks for O'Brien in the middle of the ground. O'Brien has a couple out here. He has Polkinghorn and he has Lamb. He goes long, but it sits it up and able to come in and defend quite well as Banbury. Comes to ground to Michael Lockyer. He gets a kick inside 50 looking for Big Hills, but North Ballarat are able to mop up through Curran. Curran goes into the middle of the ground. Quick hands out, back out to Polkinghorn. Now, Polkinghorn towards half forward. Race on for the ball, but that'll beat both players out over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in about 65 metres around from the goal of North Ballarat. It'll be the big fella for North Ballarat and McCallum to do the ruck duties. In it comes. He wins it. Nice left-handed tap forward. Widgery's on the ground now to Nother. High kick up the wing. Hutt's there. Carries over the back though. Bromley Lynch. Quick hands out. Has Ned Nash. Just keeps it in. No, he doesn't. Boundary umpire says, I'll throw that in between wing and half forward for Sebastopol. 28 minutes gone. First quarter. 19-point lead to the Roosters. In it comes. Comes forward. Michael Lockyer. Having a fair bit of it now late in this first quarter. That's a beautiful kick forward. Probably pushed in the back. Not paid. And able to get that out over the boundary line. And that is quarter time here at Mars Stadium. We have North Ballarat 3-3-21. They lead Sebastopol 2 behinds. 19-point leaders here at Mars Stadium. We'll take a quick break. And when we come back from that break, we'll hopefully have some around-the-ground scores for you.
You don't give in. You don't give up. You push on when most would have pushed off. You lend a hand, whether a hand was asked for or not. It's called Aussie Spirit for good reason, because it takes spirit to get through times like these. Lucky you've got it in spades. It's what inspires us to be by your side to help. Together we'll get through this. We always do. Search Toyota, here to help.
Try Macca's new honey soy or aioli chicken wraps with 100% Aussie RSPCA approved chicken breast. With new wraps prepared to order, there's more to love at Macca's.
With McDelivery, Macca's comes to you, so you can enjoy it at home, fast, safe and contact-free. Search Macca's website for your local delivery partner.
After a long, hard day, nothing beats a long, cold brewery fresh Carlton Draft.
Pour it long, pour it cold, pour it Carlton, pour it gold. The real taste of real draft beer. Pour it long, pour it cold, pour it Carlton.
Celebrate.
Welcome back to Mars Stadium here in the Ballarat Toyota Match of the Day live stream. And at quarter time, it is North Ballarat 3-3-21. They lead Sebastopol. We were right with that score. It's 3 behind the Borough, and that gives them an 18-point lead. Goal kickers for North Ballarat. We have 1 to Chatfield, 1 to Riding and 1 to Quick, and obviously no goal scorers as yet for the Sebastopol side. So, 3-3-21. No wind or no end of the ground actually being favoured. So, it will be interesting what happens in this next quarter and what Michael Searle will do with Sebastopol. Just looks a little bit, they go in 50 enough, but not able to score. And I think a lot of that is not having James Keeble up forward, who is a great forward line player, great goal kicker, and James Richards, they miss him as well. So we did think that this was going to cause some problems for the Sebastopol side. I mean, North Ballarat have got their own worries as well with injuries and so forth, but the young boys, the one I've really been impressed with in his debut first gamer is Sam Glover. Just seems to take the ball at its highest point and looks very lively. So don't forget the all-new Kluger coming out, the Toyota Kluger coming out, the Ballarat Toyota on June the 2nd. Get out and see Daryl Crawley and the team out at Ballarat Toyota. Just a nice little left foot drop punt here from Mars Stadium at 19 Creswick Road. So that's June 2, the all-new Kluger comes out. We'll take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll have some around-the-ground scores. Welcome back to Mars Stadium. Just about to get underway for the second quarter here between North Ballarat and Sebastopol. Around the grounds, we've only got one score, and that's Melton South 5-1-31. Leads Sunbury 3-5-23 at quarter time. Just trying to get a back of Smash East Point score for quarter time, and the two other games, Ballarat, Lake Wendouree and Darley Melton, get underway at 6:15 tonight. Umpire will put the ball into the air and up it goes. Hutt wins the tap for Sebastopol. Comes out towards McCartan. McCartan wins it, gives it off to Polkinghorne. Quick hands out now, goes to Lamb. High kick up towards centre half forward, but it's Sebastopol able to take the mark, and it's the boy in Lockyer in front of Chatfield. Gets it up forward, but again, Hobbs takes the mark out of wing. Been good early. Has the big fella up back. Goes out towards the wing. Glover can't take the mark, but wins it back to Lamb. Over to McCartan. Handball's a bit too high for him, but he's able to win it. He's quickly tackled, though, and now they're away. It's Michael Lockyer. Goes short towards centre half forward. Not a great kick, but they're able to come away here. And it's through the boy in Butler, who has a whole long shot at goal and gets their first for the day. Simon Butler gets his first and Sebastopol's first early in the second quarter. We've gone a minute. That is 3-3-21 North Ballarat to Sebastopol 1-3-9. That is on your Ballarat Toyota scoreboard.
Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
Yeah, just what happens when you turn that ball over around that centre area of the ground, the outer side. The handball was a bit hot for McCartan, the captain, and Sebastopol were able to pounce on that through Michael Lockyer, who's gone into the middle. Quick kick out for North Ballarat. McCallum gets it inside. Oh, Glover flying over the pack. Comes out to the boy in O'Brien. Now Polkinghorne dives on it, feeds it off to Glover, out to Quick, he's tackled. Was that a throw? Yes, the umpire says. And that will be Banbury to take the free kick for Sebastopol. As I said in the first quarter, he had a lot of it. Goes short, Cassidy, he's able to play on. Runs his full distance, gets it to the outer wing with a high kick. Up there looking for Stowe, he takes the mark. Outer wing position. Stowe will go short, up towards half forward, bad kick. He was looking for Hazlitt, but couldn't find him. Comes out now, hurried kick forward towards the wing for North Ballarat, just outside of their defence. All wrapped up, good tackle. And it was Harvey for Sebastopol with the ball. McCallum will do the ruck duties here with Hutt. Up it goes. McCallum, big punch forward. But Michael Lockyer is there, taps it in front of O'Brien, wins it. Gets a hurried right foot kick, but that's going to go and carry the boundary line, out of bounds on the full. Hobbs will take the free kick for the Roosters. Inside, just inside his defensive 50. In fact, it's ended up Jones being told to take the kick, but he goes back to Hobbs. Hobbs, he'll go short back. Still inside defensive 50 North Ballarat with 3 kicks. That's a nice one to McCartan. McCartan on half-back flank. He'll go to the outer wing. He's got the big man. Oh, he's dropped just an absolute sitter was McCallum. And Lockyer is able to get that to Cassidy quickly for the Borough. They'll go inside 50. Pack of players, good mark in the end. For North Ballarat was Nash, comes inside to Polkinghorne. Quick hands out to Loader. Loader hands to Polkinghorne. Umpire says he was grabbed when not in possession. That was Hotchin. Hotchin around the centre half back position. He'll come to the grandstand side of the ground. Lovely kick to Quick. Quick on the half back flank. High kick looking for the boy who has been good early is riding. It was too high for him. Hausler was able to get it to Hill. Hill now plays on quickly, goes inside 50, looking for a teammate in Butler, who kicked their first goal just earlier. It's taken out over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in about 30 around from the Sebastopol goal. It'll be Stowe to do the ruck duties with McCallum. In it comes McCallum. Gets that left-hand tap to the ball a lot. Nash wins that, looks for Quick. Was he taken high? Umpire said no. It was punched away from him. And the ball has gone out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in, left half forward flank. A lot of players around the ball. Looks like Hill is on Quick now. He's gone to Quick. McCallum will win that. He'll grab it out of the ruck. Gives it to his captain in McCartan. Quick hands out to a teammate in Simons. Simons now gives it to Hobbs. Hobbs to the outer side to Jenkins. Jenkins looking for Chatfield up on the wing. He's in trouble here because Lockyer's got him wrapped up, and there's cavalry arriving for Sebastopol. Umpire said he was legged. And what's happened here? Oh, yes. So it'll be the Sebastopol player in Lockyer. He'll take the free kick. No, in fact, it's Pabst. Hugo Pabst. High kick up towards the half-forward line, looking for a teammate in Hutton. He drops the mark, comes to ground, butters up, flicks it out. Hills is tackled. Umpire's pulled a free kick. It's going to go to North Ballarat. Out of side. Looks like Curran. He'll come in towards the middle of the ground, or the outer wing. Taken high was Glover for North Ballarat. He'll take the free kick. Short left foot kick. Wasn't a great one. Just didn't get to Simons. Able to go inboard, though, and take a mark only about 25 to 30 metres in front. And it will be Harry Loader. So we've gone 6.5 minutes second quarter, and 12-point leaders are North Ballarat. This will stretch it out to 18 points if Loader can get his first, and North Ballarat's first of the second quarter. In he comes. Looks like he's going to push that to the right, and he has. And that'll be a behind. That'll take the Roosters on to 3-4-22. They lead Sebastopol 1-3-9. We've gone 7 minutes second quarter here at Mars Stadium. The Ballarat Toyota match of the day, other games. Quarter time, Melton South were 8-point leaders over Sunbury out at the Melton Rec Reserve. Ball comes back into play, out of side in front of the scoreboard. Just flicking it around was Tony Lockyer. Nothers there, gets a hurried right foot kick. Chopped off by Lamb. Lamb gets it back to Cassidy. Cassidy, right foot kick looking for Hutt on the outer side in front of the fella that's played well so far is Hobbs. Ball beats them both over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in centre wing position outer side on the McDonald's Ballarat wing. In it comes McKeldrew. Does battle with Stowe. Indecisive who wins that, but Stowe butters up well. Wins it to Cassidy. Cassidy out to Nother. He fumbles. Cassidy gets back in there. Back to Nother. Wrapped up by Lamb. And ball up, outer side wing. 8 minutes gone. 22 plays 9. Roosters favour. Second quarter. Up it goes. McKeldrew. McCallum wins that. Plays all over it. Nothers there. So is Simons. Just flicked around now. North Ballarat are away. High kick up towards centre half forward flank area. But able to chop that off. He's been good up back so far as Pabst for Sebastopol. Goes to the outer side. He's been good too as Cassidy. Gets a hurry kick up towards half forward. Big man drops what he should have taken was McKeldrew. And now goes inside 50 looking for Powell. Was he taken high? Umpire says no. And we'll have a boundary throw in. About 35 around from the Sebastopol goal. Second quarter here at Mars Stadium. The Borough going down towards the Creswick Road end. And it comes. McKeldrew gets the tap. Simons couldn't take it. Comes out towards Widgery. McKeldrew's in underneath. Widgery wrapped up. And again, a bounce down. About 25 around from the goal. Looks like Lovison in his first game might have caught one in the belly there as O'Brien takes it away for the Roosters. Out of side, is that going to carry the boundary? It does. Out of bounce on the full. Stowe for Sebastopol will take the free kick. Bit of a slow game, hasn't gone into real open pace yet. Stowe up towards high inside 50. Good mark. Just backing back. Toby Hutt using the body to fend off his player. He's right on the boundary out of side. He'll kick from 40. But it looks like he's going to have a go at it. Toby Hutt hasn't troubled the scorers as yet. In he comes. 10 minutes gone, second quarter. Sits that up. High inside. Hobbs is there. Gets his hand on it for North Ballarat. The umpire's pulled a free kick, and it's going to go to Sebastopol. And I didn't see what it was for. It looks like Luke. No, it's not Keel. It is in fact Powell. So Powell has the opportunity to get Sebastopol's second, and he's first. He's only 5 metres out. Slide angle. Shouldn't be a problem whatsoever. In he comes. Yep, not a worry whatsoever. Powell gets his first for the game and Sebastopol second, both in this second quarter. And that takes Sebastopol on to 2-3-15. Only 7 points in arrears now to North Ballarat, 3-4-22. We've gone 11 minutes into the second quarter on your Ballarat Toyota scoreboard.
Oh, what a feeling! Toyota.
Don't forget the all-new Kluger coming out June 2nd. Get out and see Darryl Crawley and the team out at Ballarat Toyota, 19 Creswick Road, Ballarat. Well, so you would think there was a howling breeze down that end of the ground. 3 goals kicked in the first quarter by North Ballarat down there, and now Sebastopol have got 2, and no one has actually kicked a goal up the right end, up the scoreboard end of the ground. But I can promise you there's not a breath of wind. Up it goes. McKeldrew wins that, goes to ground. Comes out to Stowe. Stowe in turn to Widgery. Widgery with a high kick inside 50. Getting out over the back. Is that Powell again? Having a shot on goal, but he misses to the near side. And unlucky. Sebastopol going to 2-4-16. Only a goal in arrears now. 3-4-22 North Ballarat. We have gone 12 and a half minutes, second quarter. What a beautiful stadium this is, Mars Stadium. Good crowd in, mostly all underneath us. So on the camera, you would think there was no one here the outer side because it's nice and warm underneath us where they are. As O'Brien brings the ball in, outer side. In fact, it was Nash. Ball's on the outer wing now. And it's Lockyer. Outer side. Right in front of the McDonald's Ballarat side. It's Pabst. Pabst goes towards the 50 arc. Comes off hands. Polkinghorn to McCartan. Goes up the line. Does Hotchin. Finds the big fella. Outer side. Nice little kick. McKeldrew. Gets it out to McCartan. Chatfield has quick on the inside, but it's chopped off again by Banbury. Banbury handball outer side. And that's going to go on the full. And outer side will be a resultant free kick to North Ballarat. That'll be taken by Jenkins. As I was saying, it's a nice still day here for footy. A little bit coolish, 16 degrees, but they tell me that's a scorcher in Ballarat. Chatfield flies high, can't take the mark. Ball comes to ground. Flicked out. Again, Banbury has a player on the outer side in Hutt. He's met quickly by Loverson, gets his kick away. Flicked out towards Hausler. Dummett's there, can't win it. Hurry kick forward by Hutt, but the boundary umpire says it was out before you got your boot to it. I'll have a boundary throw in, 60 around from the Sebastopol goal. McKeldrew and Hutt will do battle in the ruck. Quick's all on his own on the outer side of that stoppage. Dummett wins a kick, but ended up a fresh airy. And he's wrapped up. The umpire says, I'll bounce that up. Up it goes. Again, McKeldrew wins the tap. Stoppage after stoppage at the moment. No one can sort of break free. I'll tell you who I haven't noticed for a bit that was very good early. Hopefully, I know he's out there because he's not on the interchange, and that's Daniel Jones for North Ballarat. As they go inboard now, Sebastopol inside their 50. And right on cue, that was Daniel Jones that takes the ball out over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in, 30 around from the Sebastopol goal. They trail by a goal. We've gone 15 and a half minutes, second quarter. Mars Stadium. The Ballarat Toyota live stream match of the day for the McDonald's Ballarat Football Netball League. Hurried kick out of the pack from Dummett. Sits, set up. Hills flew, but just couldn't take the mark. And coming out, I think it was Nash, and he's just set that on the full for North Ballarat. And Sebastopol will take the free kick, and it'll be Powell. He's only about 25 around. Will he go for the customary right snap as they do nowadays? Love watching the players that do this so well. And, yep, he's setting himself up for that. Powell, quickly, as he hooked it too far, no! Great goal, straight over the umpire's head. And we have it all tied up here at Mars Stadium now. North Ballarat, 3-4-22, level with Sebastopol, 3-4-22, 16 and a half gone, second quarter. That is on your Ballarat Toyota scoreboard.
Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
Powell gets his second, and what a beautiful goal it was. All 6 goals kicked to the one end. 3 in the first quarter from North Ballarat, and 3 in this quarter so far for Sebastopol, as we see Cassidy underneath it. Trying to drag it in underneath him was Simons to win a free kick. The umpire says, I'll have nothing to do with that. And I'll restart it. Up it goes. Stowe and McCallum. McCallum wins it. Comes out to Hausler. Umpire's pulled a free kick and paid the advantage. Hill has it. Gets it onto the left foot. High kick towards half forward. Powell's there again. So is Stowe. Stowe takes it. Oh, handball to no one in particular. Able to take it away is McCallum. Goes up towards Riding. Stack of players over the ball. Centre wing position right in front of the grandstand. And he'll restart it again as Polkinghorne flicks the ball back up to the umpire. Up it goes. Again, it's hard to ruck against, isn't he? The big fella in McCallum. Just a big body. Kick goes forward to Nother. Nother kicks underneath the player in Loverson. Gets it forward. But North Ballarat are able to take that out through the agency of Turley. Goes inside. Free kick paid. And it'll be Cassidy. Cassidy for Sebastopol. Gets him deep into attack. High kick carries over the back. No one there for the Borough, and the ball will beat Curran over the behind line, and we'll have a kick in. Creswick rode in for North Ballarat, and it will be Turley. Sebastopol loading up this side of the ground, covering some area. And he'll come this way, though. Runs his full distance, sets it up, looking for Chatfield. Lockyer holds the front spot. That was Tony. Ends up a handball from Nother to Stowe. Stowe hurried left foot kick up towards the goal mouth. Hobbs hurried kick, but that's smothered. They're able to come out through the agency of Simons. Simons flicks that out over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in. 35 metres around from the Sebastopol goal. 19 minutes gone, second quarter. 1 point lead to Sebastopol now. In it comes. McCallum, tap. Nother's there. Nearly gets away with it. Comes to ground. Jones has been paid holding the ball. And you be the judge. Probably was it. Gee, I reckon he could have been stiff too. And it'll be Hausler that'll take the free kick. Was named as an emergency today, Hausler, but he has taken his spot in the side. He'll shoot from 42 metres. In he comes. Oh, he's missed that with a wobbler, far right. And that is a behind. 3-6-24, Sebastopol. They lead North Ballarat 3-4-22. 20 minutes gone. Second quarter. Brock Wilson on camera doing a mighty job. Good St Kilda man. They play the Gold Coast as we are calling right now. North Ballarat goes short. Looking for Quick from Nash. Quick now up the wing. Sits it up looking for O'Brien behind Stowe. No one touches that. It's Chatfield. He's wrapped up by the boy in Banbury. Slinging tackle after he got rid of it, is it? Interesting call, that one. He's having a go at Banbury, but okay, so the free kick will go to Chatfield. Has Glover on debut, goes onto his left foot. Lovely looking left foot it is too. Carries the pack. Picked up by Loader. And he's kicked that into the post. 3-5-23 North Ballarat. Trail Sebastopol 3-6-24. 21 gone in the second quarter on the Ballarat Toyota BFNL match of the day. Again, it's the young boy on debut, Sam Glover. Like the looks of him. Had a lot of it on debut. Sits it up for the big fella in McCallum. He can't take the mark. Ball goes to ground. Cassidy's there. And so is Arts, another boy on debut for the Roosters. It'll be a bounce down, about 30 out. Picked up by McCallum. He's grabbed it. Hurry kick out, though, by True, out to the outer side. Michael Lockie is there. Smart play. Keeps it adrift for the Borough. But again, Glover and dances around too. And then pumps it inside 50 again. But it's all Sebastopol. Ball comes to the front. Riding wins the ground ball, wrapped up by Banbury. And Sebastopol probably should have done better than that. They had the outnumber. Bounce down, 40 out from the Roosters' goal. Goes out towards Lockyer. Riding's there. Ooh. Again, spills free. Leading the race to the ball is Simons. Umpires pulled a free kick here. And it will go to North Ballarat. And I didn't see what it was for, but it was to Simons. And Simons will kick from directly in front, about 30 metres out. Obviously, distance won't be a problem. Accuracy isn't either. And he's got it. And he's got his first for the day. Has Joe Simons. And North Ballarat's fourth, 4-5-29. They lead Sebastopol 3-6-24, 23 and a half gone. That's on your Ballarat Toyota scoreboard.
Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
Not long to go to the McCafe halftime break here at Mars Stadium. We'll get some around the ground scores for you when we do get there, as well as a nice delivered McDonald's latte.
With McDelivery, Macca's comes to you, so you can enjoy it at home, fast, safe and contact-free. Search Macca's website for your local delivery partner.
Up it goes in the middle. Stowe wins the tap, comes out to Nother, looks for Cassidy, but the big fella, McCallum, wins it. Gives it off to the last goal kicker in Simons, goes inside. Crowd calls for ball against the debutant Sam Arts, and they get it. Cassidy will take the Borough to the outside defensive 50. Finds Stowe onto Hill. Hill, nice little kick up towards Hutt. Just doesn't get there, gathers it on the half volley. And ball goes out over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in centre wing position out of side on the McDonald's Ballarat wing. McCallum and Stowe over the back, looking for O'Brien. He's wrapped up, able to get the arms free though. Good football. They'll go inside 50 again. High kick. Comes over the back, just overrunning the ball was McCartan. Unlucky. Nice little push off, picked up by Loader. Has McCartan in his 150th, the captain. Flicks it back to Quick. He's paid incorrect disposal. He tried to get hold of the ball, but Tony Lockyer was too smart for that. And Lockyer will take the free kick, the captain of the Sebastopol side, deep in his defensive 50. Gone 25 and a half in the second quarter. No need to hurry. Hausler drops what he should have taken. The umpire again blows a whistle. He's going to pay a free kick. He might have copped one in the eye here. Has Hausler. He's got the free kick. He's okay. Quickly plays on. Goes short. Hill up the line. Oh, good kick. It's a beautiful kick of the ball. Finds his teammate in Hazlitt who goes inboard. Dangerous kick. Didn't come off. They're away now through the agency of Hotchin. North Ballarat goes inside 50. Well, falling over and looking for the boundary. And then smothering was good football from Sebastopol in Benny Hutt. And we'll have a boundary throw in 25 around from the North Ballarat goal. 26 minutes gone. Second quarter. 5-point lead to the Roosters after leading by 18 points at quarter time. In it comes Cassidy. Quick kick out of defensive 50, but it's all North Ballarat, and that's through Lamb. Gets it forward, inside, but again, Sebastopol through Stowe. Gives it off to the outside to McNabb. McNabb, just outside defensive 50, finds Hill. No, in fact, it's Hutt. That's Benny Hutt. Benny Hutt goes up towards the wing looking for the other Hutt, and that was Toby. Beats them all out over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in centre wing position or in between wing and half forward, outer side. 27 gone in the second quarter here at Mars Stadium. In it comes Stowe and McEldew. Nother, quick hands out, gives it to Keel. Haven't called him much today. Lockyer, I reckon he's done a hamstring or cramped severely as he was going after that. I reckon it's a left hamstring. It is. And he is gone for the day. That is for Ballarat Sports Medicine. Michael Lockyer. There's a typical hamstring type injury when you overstretch going for the ball, and that's exactly what he did. As Big McEldew is wrapped up by Cassidy. And yeah, limping to the boundary, definitely a left hamstring. Shocking injury they are. They can take a while to come back, depending on the severity. Now, Nother for Sebastopol, quickly. Goes inside 50 with a high kick. Powell just pushing Lovison under the ball, but Lovison able to get some hand on it and get it out over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in, around 35 around from the Sebastopol goal. In it comes. McEldew. Hutt comes forward. Nice little block from Chatfield. Hurried kick up towards half-back. Polkinghorn goes out towards his captain in McCartan. Kicked off the ground by Nash. Ends up in the hands of Simons. Simons to Glover. Glover comes to the grandstand side of the ground. Go forward now, looking for the debutant in Arts. And Arts marks centre wing position. Short kick, looking for riding. Fumbles. Taken high or not by Hill. Umpire says no. He's wrapped up. And circling always tells you he is going to pay. You dragged it in. So Hill takes the free kick, finds Nother. He's got Stowe on the outside. Beautiful rundown chase tackle from Hotchin. They're away. Hotchin receives it from Chatfield, deserves a goal and gets it. Great run down and tackle. Stowe didn't see him coming, just had no peripheral vision and didn't see him coming. And Chatfield cleaned up, give it back to Stowe. And Stowe has kicked his first, 5-5-35 North Ballarat. Lead Sebastopol 3-6-24. 30 minutes gone, second quarter on your Ballarat Toyota scoreboard.
Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
Quick hands out. Chatfield, kick smothered, ends up in the hands of Jones. Jones lowers his eyes right on the half-time siren and finds Quick. And that is over for the first half. North Ballarat 5-5-35. They lead Sebastopol 3-6-24 after leading by 18 points at half-time. They now lead by 11 after Sebastopol getting in front. We'll take a quick break here at Mars Stadium and we'll be back with all the goal kickers and scores from other games.
You don't give in. You don't give up. You push on when most would have pushed off. You lend a hand, whether a hand was asked for or not. It's called Aussie Spirit for good reason, because it takes spirit to get through times like these. Lucky you've got it in spades. It's what inspires us to be by your side to help. Together we'll get through this. We always do. Search Toyota, here to help.
Try Macca's new honey soy or aioli chicken wraps with 100% Aussie RSPCA approved chicken breast. With new wraps prepared to order, there's more to love at Macca's.
With McDelivery, Macca's comes to you, so you can enjoy it at home, fast, safe and contact-free. Search Macca's website for your local delivery partner.
Welcome back to Mars Stadium for the Ballarat Toyota Ballarat McDonald's Football Netball League live stream match of the day between North Ballarat and Sebastopol. It's half time here for McCafe and North Ballarat 5-5-35 lead Sebastopol 3-6-24. After having enjoying an 18-point lead at quarter time, the Roosters, they now enjoy 11-point lead at the main break. We can only get a score from one other game at the moment. There's two others. We haven't got a score in from the Bacchus Smash East Point game as yet. But Melton South at half-time, 10-4-64, lead Sunbury 7-7-49 after their first win last week by 5 goals. which was just been enormous. I've watched the tapes of them, and they've just the improvement. I thought they were very, very stiff against Redan to go down by a point, but they get up by 5 goals last week over Bacchus Smash, and they're backing that up against Sunbury at home today, and 15-point leaders at half-time. But here at Mars Stadium, goal kickers for North Ballarat, all singles. Quick, Chatfield, Riding, Hodgson and Simons have all kicked one, and for the Sebastopol side, their 3 goals have been kicked by Michael Powell, who has 2, and Simon Butler, who has 1. Don't forget, the all-new Kluger, the all-new Toyota Kluger, is coming out on June 2 at Ballarat Toyota, out at 19 Creswick Road, Ballarat. Get out and see Darryl Crawley and the whole team, and they'll make you a cuppa. You can sit down, have a look at the new Kluger, but get out there before June 2, and I'll tell you what to have a look at. I love the new RAV4. Looks magnificent. The hybrid RAV4. Get out on the Melbourne roads and open her up, and it's all electric once you do that, and you save on petrol, and it's great for the environment. The netball being played behind us. We had Annie McCartan on the Beyond the Boundary show yesterday, and what a character. Lovely lady she is. She is the A-grade coach for the North Ballarat Roosters in the netball, and her son is enjoying his 150th game, the captain of the North Ballarat Roosters, Simon McCartan, today. So that's a huge achievement, 150 senior games at the one club. Also on debut today, we have Sam Arts, Isaac Loverson and Sam Glover, who I've mentioned a lot in the call. Thought he has been terrific, and in his first game, he just looks all at home in the senior comp. 16 degrees out here at Mars Stadium. Cloudy. They are saying rain about 4 o'clock. That's a half an hour away. We'll see how right they are. It's a beautiful day for football. A good viewing day. It's not too cold. There's no breeze. Really is a nice day out here at Mars Stadium for the McCafe halftime break as we sit here having our delivered McDonald's latte with one.
With McDelivery, Macca's comes to you, so you can enjoy it at home, fast, safe and contact-free. Search Macca's website for your local delivery partner.
So an interesting game out here, 11-point leaders, North Ballarat. Brendan McCartney will go in quite happy at half-time after their loss last week to Lake Windaree out there at the Lake Windaree ground. That was an interesting game, that one, because they sort of jumped them a bit, but then they come back and they just probably lacked through the midfield. I just thought Lake Windaree got on top of them. But so it'll be interesting to see what Brendan McCartney says to his players at halftime today, and making sure that they go on with this. They're a very young group, so a lot of it's about their development and developing over the 4 quarters. So last week they kicked 7 second-half goals, 7-10 in fact, North Ballarat, where Lake Windaree got the 7 goals too. So they outscored them in the second half, but they they started well, and then the second quarter was where Lake Windaree really got them. If Lake Windaree had a kick straight, they kicked 4-10 in that second quarter and got away, but Chatfield got 4 and Quick got 2. Jones was good with 2 and Loader. So they got their share of goal kickers, North Ballarat. As we've seen today, they've kicked 5, and there have been 5 different goal kickers. I've liked Riding. He looks like he likes to take a nice big jump. He's got some good hands. Riley Polkinghorn has been good in the first half. Hodgson with a lovely goal, run chase down and tackle, and it spilt free to Chatfield, and he was able to get it back to Hodgson, and Hodgson got that goal late in the second quarter. Quick, and as I've said at the start, Quick and Chatfield look really lively up top, up forward. So, and their kids, the 3 kids are, they're doing very well, as I say, particularly Sam Glover. Turley's been quite good, Loader up forward. McCallum in the ruck. He's a big man, very hard to move, and I reckon their captain in his 150th game, Simon McCartan, has been very, very good, as Joe Simons has as well. Hobbs up back has been pretty good. For the Sebastopol side, Lukey Kill's been a bit quiet, and that can happen when you're up forward and ball's not coming in. It can miss you, and it might be one of those days. It has sort of followed Powell when it's gone inside the front 50. I've thought Nother and Dummett have been good around the mid-area. Michael Lockie has been very good, as has Tony up back. Hill's a great player whether he's running off half back or coming up through the wing or through the midfield. And I thought Banbury's been very, very good for the Borough up to half time. Toby Hutt has been lively when the ball's come forward towards him as well. So it all looks well for a very good second half of footy. 11-point leaders, North Ballarat. At half-time here at Mars Stadium, North Ballarat 5-5-35, leads Sebastopol 3-6-24. We will be back with a resumption of the second half very soon.
You don't give in. You don't give up. You push on when most would have pushed off. You lend a hand, whether a hand was asked for or not. It's called Aussie Spirit for good reason, because it takes spirit to get through times like these. Lucky you've got it in spades. It's what inspires us to be by your side to help. Together we'll get through this. We always do. Search Toyota, here to help.
Try Macca's new honey soy or aioli chicken wraps with 100% Aussie RSPCA approved chicken breast. With new wraps prepared to order, there's more to love at Macca's.
With McDelivery, Macca's comes to you, so you can enjoy it at home, fast, safe and contact-free. Search Macca's website for your local delivery partner.
I love it. I love it when Collingwood choke. It's football's greatest joke. They've lost more grand finals than it.
Welcome back to Mars Stadium here in Ballarat for the Ballarat Toyota match of the day for the McDonald's Ballarat Football Netball League. As we said, half-time scores around the grounds. Mountain South 10-4-64 leads Sunbury 7-7-49. The Suns are 15 points up over the Saints at the moment, and 9-point leaders are the Giants over the Bombers. And at 4:35, in just an hour's time, the blockbuster game between the Kangaroos and Collingwood get underway, 17th versus 18th. And it promises to be an amazing game because there's a lot of intrigue. Stevenson against his old club, they let him go. The coach of North Melbourne coaching against his son playing for Collingwood in the Noble, father and son. And also, if the Pies do lose, they're in big trouble.
I love it when Collingwood choke. It's football's greatest joke. They've lost more grand finals than any other team. I love it when Collingwood choke.
I couldn't help myself. I just thought I'd get that one in. The Mighty Pies. For all you Pies supporters, get out there and support them tonight in about an hour's time. They really need to win that one against the Kangas But the Kangas really need to win that as well to get their season up and running. So as I said, 15-point leaders, the Suns over the Saints. 9 points, the Giants over the Bombers. And as we seen last night, what a terrific 63-point win to the Geelong Football Club over the Tigers. And Jeremy Cameron, how good was he last night, kicking 6 goals, 22 disposals. All the 3 new players, and him, Smith and Higgins, were very good for the Cats, as Hawkins got 4, Rowan 5, and Cameron 6. 15 between their 3 big forwards. What a game. It was a real good game of football to watch. At half-time here, though, North Ballarat 5-5-35. They lead Sebastopol 3-6-24, and we'll be back here at Mars Stadium very soon.
Try Macca's new honey soy or aioli chicken wraps with 100% Aussie RSPCA approved chicken breast. With new wraps prepared to order, there's more to love at Macca's.
With McDelivery, Macca's comes to you, so you can enjoy it at home, fast, safe and contact-free. Search Macca's website for your local delivery partner.
after a long...
Welcome back to Mars Stadium, Sebastopol out on the ground, and have been for a while as North Ballarat come back out onto the ground for the second half of football. Last week, North Ballarat went down by 7 points to Lake Wendouree, and Sebastopol went down by a point to Melton out there at Melton. So this is very, very important for both teams to get a win today, and it looks like it might be another close one. So it'll be very interesting how this transpires as we see Brendan McCartney walk along the boundary towards his coach's box with his staff. And all the umpires have been out there for a while. North Ballarat huddling up the Creswick Road end at the moment, having a chat, and Sebastopol players dispersing out into their positions. As we said, half-time out at the Melton Rec Reserve. Melton South 10-4-64 lead Sunbury 7-7-49. We haven't been able to get a score on the back of Smash East Point game out at Mattingley Park. And at 6:15 tonight, Ballarat sitting ninth take on Lake Wendouree at the Alfreton Oval, who are sitting sixth. That should be a really good game of football. Again, Andrew Hooper and Josh Gibson won't take their part in the game for Ballarat, so they are still waiting for Josh Gibson to make his debut. We're 4 rounds old, and I'm told Hooper has a hamstring that's keeping him out, and that can be a while. So he's missed 2, and it could be a couple more yet. And the other game at 6:15 tonight is at Darley Park, where Darley take on Melton. Darley sitting 11th, Melton sitting on top at 6:15 tonight, and we are about to get underway here at Mars Stadium. And North Ballarat 11 points in front of the Sebastopol side as the umpire gets it underway as Stowe goes up in the ruck. But again, it's won by the big fella in McCallum, who has done for most of the day, flicked out the back, kicked off the ground for Sebastopol towards the wing now. Tapped out over the boundary line by Keel. And as I said at the half-time McCafe break, he's been quiet today, but that can be, as a forward, that can happen. And it looks like they might have got him up around the ball, which I think is a very good move by Michael Searle. It looks like he's gone to O'Brien that might drag him into the ball. But as we say that is O'Brien that wins that. He's tackled by Hazlitt, and the umpire says incorrect disposal. Hazlitt will take the free kick. Cassidy points him in the direction of the half-forward area, and he goes there and finds that man in Keel. They just need him to get up and about now, Keel. If they are to win this game, he goes short to Hausler. Getting quite dark here at Mars already. Hausler goes long inside, 50 to a pack of players. Powell's there, but it'll beat him over the boundary line as well as Curran. And we'll have a boundary throw-in right in front of the old scoreboard. 25 around from the Sebastopol's goal. They trail by 11 points. Boundary throw-in inside their 50 for Sebastopol. Comes forward from McCallum. Widgery's there. There's Keel, tackled. Gets the flick out, though, to Dummett, who has his kick smothered. Comes back to Dummett again. He's gang tackled right near the behind post. The umpire says, you're not going to get out of that, Chase. So I'll bounce that up, and up it goes. Quick hit out of McCallum. Looks for O'Brien. Comes to Cassidy, though. He takes the ball out over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in. 20 around from the Sebastopol goal. Again, all players pressed up. The last 2 are right in the centre of the ground. So there's a lot of players up around the ball and in that vicinity. Again, looks like Dummett. It is. In and underneath as Widgery flicks it back to the umpire. The bounce down, 20 out from the Borough goal. Punched away. McCartan. Oh, he's grabbed by the leg. Umpire says yes. And he'll take the free kick. It was Widgery who did that. McCartan in his 150th. The captain finds Hobbs on the outer back pocket. He'll go outside the defensive 50 now, looking for Simons, who gets the bounce of the ball, chips it in. Nice little kick to the first gamer, Arts. Arts quickly plays on and comes in towards the middle of the ground. And now it is Hodgson, who kicked a lovely goal in the second quarter deep, goes forward. Riding's there. Stowe chases him, but Riding's able to get on the left foot. Comes back in looking for Jones. He can't take it. Again, it's the boy in Arts. He's all wrapped up inside 50. We'll have a bounce down, 45 around from the Creswick road end, of which North Ballarat kicks in this third quarter. Up it goes. McCallum flicks it back. Looks like that could have been Simons all wrapped up in the tackle as they pick themselves up. It'll be McCallum and Stowe. Up it goes. Stowe takes the front spot, but McCallum moves him easily. Gets it out. Quick kick out from Lockyer towards the wing for Sebastopol. Comes over the back of Powell. Ends up in the hands of Hutt. Hutt has Hausler. Hausler now onto the right leg. Inside 50. Lovely kick, lovely lead. Sam Hills takes the mark in front of Curran. Umpire flicks him across a bit wider on the angle. He'll kick from about 45 to 48. We have a good line of sight on this one. He's right in front of us, kicking up towards the old scoreboard end of the ground. In he comes, Sam Hills. Oh, he's missed that right. Comes back late. Geez, that come back a long way late, but very late. It was already behind the post when it did come back. So Sebastopol, that will take them onto 3-7-25. They trail North Ballarat 5-5-35. We've gone 4.5 minutes in the third quarter on your Ballarat Toyota scoreboard. In the McDonald's Ballarat Football Netball League live stream match of the day. The Roosters bring it in through the agency of Nash. Goes to the back pocket. Goes up the line now and finds the boy in Polkinghorne. Was good last week against Lake Windaree, and he's been good again today. Polkinghorne will go up to the McDonald's Ballarat wing. Big pack of players. Cassidy's there. So is O'Brien. Hurry kick forward, but it's all Keel. Starting to get a bit of it in this third quarter is Lukey Keel. He'll cross to the grandstand side of the ground and find Hausler, who's been good, and they'll always go to that man Hill on the outside. Gives it inboard to Lockyer. Sits it inside 50 looking for Powell. He can't take it. Hills gets a quick handball, but it's chopped off by Simons. Simons goes back to his teammate in Turley, and the umpire says incorrect disposal, and the free kick will go to Powell for Sebastopol. He's only about 20 metres out, just on a slide angle. Distance won't be a problem. They trail by 10 points. This will get it under a goal. If he can kick, he's third. You got two in the second quarter. Did Powell. One was a ripper down the Creswick road end boundary line snap. And that one is straight through the middle, and they like it. They're up and about. They've had all the play this quarter and had the ball inside 50, a fair bit of it. And Michael Powell gets his third, 4-7-31 Sebastopol. They trail North Ballarat 5-5-35. That is on your Ballarat Toyota scoreboard.
Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
Okay, that's his third for the day. Lukey Keel has been the player that's got him up and about. Started to get his hands on the ball and worked hard, as has Hausler and Hill again too. As O'Brien wins it, gets a quick flick out towards Simons. He's tackled, ball spills free. Comes out to Keel. He's wrapped up by Polkinghorne. Riding can't get it. No, the can. Gets a right foot, hurried kick out towards the wing where Hill is. Hill now on the right foot, up the line. If that stays in, it's a well-weighted, measured kick. Crowd thought it was out, but he finds Jai Harvey with a beautiful kick up the line. Harvey, that's not a good kick though, and goes inside 50. Was looking for his teammate in Butler, but it just carried over the back. That kick was chopped off by Harvey as well. Quick kick forward now for North Ballarat, up towards half forward. Hodgson can't mark it. In fact, it's Loader. Ball comes free. Umpire says it was a ball. It is a ball up. It was, in fact, Hodgson and Loader. Up it goes. McCallum wins it. Goes out towards Polkinghorne. Has the arms free. Quick hands out to the outside. Hutt wins it. He's tackled. Did he have Pryor? The umpire said he was grabbed high. It doesn't matter if he had Pryor. Ben Hutt will take the free kick. On the half-back flank for the Borough. Has Hausler leading. Ignores that. Now he'll go up the line. Sits it up. Backing back was Lamb with courage for North Ballarat in front of Harvey. Ball comes out over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in, centre wing position, right in front of the interchange bench. So there's a little bit of niggling going on around the ball as Lamb and Hausler. Won by McEldery, comes out to Polkinghorne, has Riding on the outside, Riding onto his natural left foot. That's a lovely squaring kick, but too lackadaisy was Chatfield. Just tried to bring that in with the one wing, but he mopped up well enough and got it back in towards McEldery, who quickly plays on, sits it up, and a good mark to Riding. Just took that a little bit too easy, did Chatfield. It was a lovely kick inboard and probably should have just locked it up with the both Dukes, but Riding will have a shot from, he'll kick that from about 45. He's straight in front. He's been good today. Here's Jack Riding. In he comes, the left footer. Not a great ball drop and has gone to the left. It'll be behind for the North Ballarat side, 5-6-36. They lead Sebastopol 4-7-31 as Lockyer brings the ball into play very quickly to the outer side. Finds Hutt. Doesn't know where to go. He's waiting. Goes up the line towards half-back. Comes out to McCartan. They're away now through the young boy and Glover. Goes to 50. Sits back on the left leg. He's missed it. Might have hit the post, did it? Are they going to refer to the field umpire? I think he's missed it. One behind. Did hit the post, and that was Glover. Just looks a likely type, doesn't he? He's very balanced. Lovely long left foot kick. And he gets the ball. That's the big thing. Just keeps getting it. As they bring the ball back into play. Looks like Keel again it was. Feeds the handball back. Goes up the line, goes out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in between half-back and wing for the Sebastopol side. Nearly 11 minutes gone, third quarter. Goal the difference in favour of the Roosters. Goes wide. Had a good quarter as Harvey so far for Sebastopol. They go up towards half forward. Now, inside 50 goes the Borough. And it's Keel again. He really has lifted this quarter. And Keel will have a shot on goal. He'll kick from right on 50. But, he's definitely having a deliberate shot, taking his time. Luke Keel had a season in Darwin, a great player. In he comes, goes to that wide arc, goes inside 50, runs the full distance, misses to the near side, and that will take the Borough on to 4-8-32. They trail North Ballarat 5-7-37. Just on 12 minutes gone, third quarter. Nash to bring the ball back in for North Ballarat. Goes short, just didn't make the distance, looking for Bromley Lynch. He's quickly wrapped up, flicked out. Again, Sebastopol through Lockyer. That's Michael. Goes forward looking for Hills. He can't take it. Nice hands off. Now they're away. Comes out to McCartan. McCartan gives it to a player in Simons. It was under the pump. Now the Roosters will get out of danger, though. They have a player short, and that's a bad kick. Looking for Harry Loader, but it just carried over his head and was easy to defend, and we'll have a boundary throw in. Grandstand side of the ground, right in front of the interchange wing. Big McCallum with Stowe to do battle. A double-hander, gets it out to O'Brien. Just gets his boot to the ball, overrun by Quick, but he gets a second chance at it. Great tackle by Widgery. Ball spills free. Chatfield picks it up, but he's gang tackled. And we'll have a bounce down, 60 out from the goal of which North Ballarat kick. McCallum and Stowe. McCallum again, just an easy tap. Beautiful tap to O'Brien with a high kick inboard. Comes to the front of the pack. Quickly picked up by the first gamer in Arts. Tries to get his left foot to it. He's tackled. And we'll have a bounce down. Tony Lockyer asking for incorrect disposal. Might have just got his foot to it. Been good, young Sam Arts in his first game. Up it goes, McEldew and Stowe out the back. Quick kick out by True for Sebastopol. High up towards half-back. But McCallum took the mark, quickly handballed it off to Polkinghorn, but the umpire said, you've pushed Toby Hutt in the back, so Hutt will have the free kick. Left half-back, goes out towards Hausler in between half-back and wing. Takes that mark in front of Bromley Lynch. Short kick up the line, nice kick. Good pair of hands out the front too was Hazlitt. Hazlitt now sees a lot of black and white jumpers ahead of him, so he tries to go short for kill. Not a great kick. Mopped up by Curran. Handball inside. Dragged it in, says the crowd. The umpire says no, as Hausler is letting young Bromley Lynch know all about it. Up it goes. Toby Hutt probably won that one. Nice tap out to Dummett. Dummett now with a high kick inside 50, but it's all North Ballarat. And backing back and taking that is Hobbs. Taking several intercepting marks up in that back half. Goes out looking for the big fella. Geez, that was a nice tap from McCallum. Got his captain at the front in McCartan. Kicks over the head, though, of Chatfield and easy to mop up. But then they've turned it over. Ends up in the hands of Polkinghorn. He goes short, doesn't hit the target. Just need to clean it up. The young kid and Glover again. Geez, hard to tackle. Gets onto the left foot. Has the open goals. Gets the bounce that he wants and gets a goal. 6-7-43 North Ballarat. Lead Sebastopol 4-8-32. That is on your Ballarat Toyota scoreboard.
Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
Wow, I've really liked the game of that Sam Glover. He just dances through traffic and he's very, very hard to tackle. He's very Scott Pendlebury-like to watch him play. I'm not rating the same type of play, but just the way he plays. He's very hard to tackle, and that left foot kick is a beauty. And he just summed that up beautifully. Had the open goal square, he didn't panic, and just sat it there and got the right bounce. Ball back in the middle, that was his first for the day, Sam Glover. Now, Simons has the ball inside the centre square for the Roosters. Goes high, looking for that boy, and Glover again goes back with the one arm. Couldn't take the mark. Sebastopol come out looking for Hill, and that was off the boot of Hutt, Benny Hutt, and punched out over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in, 50 around from the North Ballarat goal. They are 11 points up, 19 minutes gone. In fact, it's 17 minutes gone in the third quarter. Cassidy, quick hands out. It comes out to Hutt, and that's Toby Hutt. Gets a kick up towards Stowe. Stowe on hands and knees, gets it out to Hills. He's tackled to the ground. Cassidy wins it. Quick hands to Hazlitt. Hazlitt's tackled by O'Brien. The pressure is immense. Great pressure And Jonathan O'Brien will take the free kick centre wing position right in front of the grandstand. Good pressure by the Roosters. There's a free kick down the other end, and I just, for whatever reason, was looking at that where the North Ballarat player had just given a high hit on the Sebastopol player, and Brendan McCartney's bringing him to the box as Cassidy gets it inside 50. In fact, it was Quick, who just swung one on Hugo Pabst, hit him high. The umpire seen it and reversed the free kick. Cassidy was away, kicks it inside 50. Luca Keel takes the mark, and he'll kick from 35, slide angle. They're back in it. Luca Keel's been good in the third quarter. So a free kick off the ball. Brendan McCartney would be seething, and Quick's trying to bring himself to the bench because of it. As Luke Keel comes in, he's missed to the right, he's hit the post. 4-9-33 Sebastopol. They trail by 10 points, North Ballarat, 6-7-43. Nearly 19 minutes gone, third quarter. It was a let-off for Quick then, as North Ballarat bring the ball back into play. High kick up towards the middle. McCallum wins it, gets the arms free. Handball's out, but it's Sebastopol through the agency of Banbury. Goes inside 50. Nash is there. He drops what he probably should have taken. Keel's there again. He's wrapped up. Umpire says, I'll bounce that down about 15 metres out from the Sebastopol goal. Up it goes. Stowe from the back. McCallum. He's pulled a free kick, and it's going to go the way of McCallum. I'm not sure what it was for. Looked like a block that the umpire said. McCallum handballs off to the outer side. Finds a teammate in Curran. Curran goes towards defensive 50. Now the Roosters go in towards the middle of the ground. Oh, big punch from Sebastopol. Back in towards the middle of the ground. Jones is there. He might have been taken high by McNabb. The umpire says he was. Jones quickly plays on. Wheels out onto the right leg. Goes long up looking for Chatfield. And he's taken the mark. 20 out, just a slight angle. It was good play by Jones. He didn't muck around. He got it in the way the defenders don't want it, and that was quick. But it was Chatfield that takes the mark. And Chatfield, 20 metres out, has one that he got in the first quarter, the opening goal of the game. And we have gone just on nearly 21 minutes. As Chatfield comes in, he's missed to the right. He has missed to the right. And that'll take him on to 6-8-44, North Ballarat. They lead Sebastopol 4-9-33, 11-point game, 21 minutes gone, third quarter. Interesting. Good football, but just couldn't finish it off in the end. So they bring the ball back into play. Right back pocket. It's True on the left foot. Goes outside, defensive 50. Finds his teammate in Pabst. Pabst now. Again, short up the wing. Leading player, good mark, and quickly playing on. Now they're away. Dummett. Inside 50, high kick. Packer plays, comes forward. Flicked out in the end, Keel's there. He can't win it. Oh, incorrect disposal, I reckon that's going to be. Against the North Ballarat side. And that was smart play by Butler. He just wrapped up Turley and good defensive, forward defensive pressure by Butler. He'll kick from just on 40. Slide angle, scoreboard into the ground. Again, if he gets this, it'll get him within a kick. 22 and a half minutes gone, third quarter. Quite so often that happens. Chatfield misses down one end. The opposition side goes up the other and normally kick a goal. In comes Butler. Sits it up. Is it going to make the distance? No, it hasn't. It's been kept in, but a quick snap by Powell. But he's hit the post. (4:10:34). Sebastopol trail North Ballarat 6:8:44. 23 minutes gone, third quarter. Quick kick in from North Ballarat finds Turley. Turley still deep in defensive 50. In fact, it's Jenkins. Jenkins with a high kick out of side. But it's all Sebastopol. Now it's Hausler. Quickly plays on. High kick inside 50. Wanting a big mark here. Hutz from behind. Good mark in front by Hobbs. Taking a few of them today. Quickly plays on. Gives it to Hodgson. Hodgson up towards the wing. Quick is there. At the back is Banbury. Takes a good mark. Has Tony Lockyer if he wants him. He does. Short kick square of the ball. Has Hill again on the outside. And he'll go to him. And in turn he's got Pabst if he wants him on the wing. Goes to him now. Pabst with a short kick. Just wasn't good enough. It just dragged over the ahead of Butler. But then a hurried kick by Jenkins on the left foot. Goes out of bounds on the full. And it's Pabst. Pabst on the centre wing position. That's not a good kick. He set that up on Jenkins's head, and Polkinghorne just come in and defended that easily out over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in, right half forward flank for Sebastopol. In it comes. McCallum again wins the tap. Hurried kick forward. And it has come off the leg, has it? No, above the knee, the boundary umpire says, of Hill. Quick wants the free kick, not getting it. We'll have a boundary throw in front of the commentary box here, centre wing position. In it comes. Hills, McCallum comes forward. Ooh, nearly a collision from two players. That was Riding and Simons. Hill gets a hurried left foot kick, goes towards 50. Butler's there, he can't win it. Ball spills free now. They're away through the captain. McCartan hurried high kick, probably had more time. Looking for Quick over Dummett. Riding's wrapped up. And we'll have a ball up again, centre wing position. We've now gone 25 and a half minutes into the third quarter. 10-point lead to North Ballarat. Both sides having 14 shots a goal. But Sebastopol could only manage 4-10. Inaccuracy might cost him. Comes out to Cassidy. Hurried high right foot kick towards the 50-metre. Coming over the back was Keel with a double fist over the boundary line. Over Toby Hutt, who gets to his feet slowly. Boundary throw in, 55 around. It'll be Big McCallum. Double-handed tap on the inside. Looks for Lamb. Now it comes out. Oh, Hills tackles Simons. Spills free though. They're away towards half forward. But Pabst marks that from Polkinghorne. Pabst short to Cassidy. Cassidy, quick hands off, outside. Michael Lockyer. And there's the three-quarter time siren here at Mars Stadium. North Ballarat at the last change, 6:8:44. They lead Sebastopol 4-10-34. 10-point leaders, but Creswick Road End has been the end of which both these clubs have scored today. So we'll take a quick break. We'll try to get some scores from around the grounds, and we'll be back here at Mars Stadium for the all-important last quarter.
You don't give in. You don't give up. You push on when most would have pushed off. You lend a hand, whether a hand was asked for or not. It's called Aussie Spirit for good reason, because it takes spirit to get through times like these. Lucky you've got it in spades. It's what inspires us to be by your side to help. Together we'll get through this. We always do. Search Toyota, here to help.
Welcome back to Mars Stadium here in the round 4 Ballarat Toyota live stream match of the day at Mars Stadium, where we see North Ballarat 6-8-44 lead by 10 points at three-quarter time over Sebastopol 4-10-34. In other games, Melton South at three-quarter time 14-6-90 lead. Sunbury 9-10-64, 26-point leaders at three-quarter time is Melton South. We still can't get a score from the Bacchus Smash East Point game out at Mattingley Park. Hopefully we can get one to you before the day finishes. And AFL games, the Saints, 9 points with under a minute to go. So they need 2 goals, the Suns. So 45 seconds to go. The Saints lead by 9 points. 25-point lead as the Giants over the Bombers. So it looks like with 30 seconds to go, still 9 points up, the Saints are going to get home. Go you good thing, as the cameraman Brock Wilson and I both barrack for St Kilda. So we're happy. This is going to be a great last quarter, this one. Looking forward to a ripper. 9 of the 10 goals today have been kicked to left of screen, the Creswick Road end. And that is where Sebastopol kick in the last quarter, and they're 10 points in arrears. So we're in for a ripper. The last quarter here at Mars Stadium. Up it goes. Comes out towards Dummett. Has his handball smothered by O'Brien. Widgery overruns it. Dives forward. And wins a free kick against O'Brien in the back. So Dan Widgery. High kick inside 50. Oh, good mark over the back. And that's the boy again, Glover. He's nearly going to get him my best on debut. Sam Glover. Beautiful kick to the outer side. Finds Chatfield. Chatfield now goes high up the outer side. Just nudged underneath it. Very well done by McNabb. Comes over the back. Kicked off the ground. Another kick off the ground there by Ben Hutt. And taken out over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in. About 55, 60 around from the North Ballarat goal. As I said, the scoreboard end of the ground where 1 goal has been kicked for the day. In it comes. Diving on it is McCallum. Gives a quick handball out to Jones, who's tackled high. Jones now goes inside 50. Looking for a big leap. Comes forward. Comes over the back. The big fella, McEldrew. Well, there's the second one for the day. Up that end. Darcy McEldrew has kicked his first for the day. North Ballarat go on to 7-8-50 to Sebastopol. 4-10-34. And the Borough didn't need that. Under 2 minutes into the last quarter, that is on your Ballarat Toyota scoreboard.
Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
So 11 goals kicked here today, 2 up to the scoreboard end of the ground. Tapped out by Hutt. Free kick being pulled out of it for Cassidy. Has Haslett running past, ignores him. Decides to go towards Stowe. He drops it, but he gets it back. Quick kick at goal. Can they get the quick answer? Oh, I don't reckon. I had the glasses right on that, and the goal umpire was looking away when Lovison attempted to touch that on the line, and I reckon he got his hand to it. And now they're asking for the boundary umpire to help out. I reckon he got his hand to it, and I reckon in the end they've got the right decision. Lovison got his hand to that before that crossed the line, I think. As North Ballarat come back into play to Hobbs, straight up the middle. Still inside defensive 50 though. He's been told to go to the outer side by teammates. He does. High kick. Goes over McEldrew's head, punched away by the boy in Dixon. Bounces out over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in right in front of the McDonald's Ballarat side, outer wing. In it comes. McCallum and Hutt. McCallum, again, that left-hand tap. Every time. It's either double-handed or left-hand across his right. Widgery's underneath that. We'll have a bounce down outer wing position. Again, McCallum. Blocks. Goes with the right hand that time. Widgery. Hurried kick forward. But Hobbs, love to know how many marks he's taken today. Gets it out to Glover. Glover looking for riding. Can't take the mark. It's taken away by Simons. Goes inside 50. Tackle with not in possession, I would have thought was the Ballarat boy. Comes out to McCartan. Hodgson back to McCartan. Left foot snap. Kicked too far across his body. I thought Loader was tackled when not in possession. To behind to the North Ballarat side from the captain in his 150th game. 7-9-51 North Ballarat. They lead by 16 points. 4-11-35 Sebastopol. So they come in to Cassidy. Cassidy takes a bounce. Goes outside defensive 50 now. Up the wing looking for Toby Hutt. Good mark. Just the hands outstretched in front. It was too good for Ned Nash on that time. Hutt. Umpire tells him to play on. High kick, but it's all North Ballarat in the big stakes, and Loverson takes a nice mark. Read that better than everyone at the back. Loverson. Isaac Loverson on debut. High kick up towards wing. They quickly play on. Nice high kick inside 50 to a one-on-one. Over the back was Hodgson, just couldn't take the mark. Or was he throwing that back? Umpire says no. He tapped it, played on, quick, left foot, snap! Went inside looking for riding, couldn't take it. Polkinghorn, ridden into the ground, not paid. Comes out to Lamb. Lamb quick hands to riding on the left foot. Sits it up in the air. There's 3-on-1 of Sebastopol there. Punched through for a behind. 7-10-52. North Ballarat, 4-11-35 Sebastopol. We've gone 6 minutes last quarter. Oh, that's a shocker. That is a shocker. He's hit Loader straight up, and Loader has riding on the inside in front of Cassidy. And Tony Lockyer would like his time over again on that one. Riding. He's a left footer, so he's on the right side for a left footer. Been good today, Jack Riding. Kick one in the first quarter, which was up the other end of the ground. In he comes. Jack Riding. Oh, he's coming back. He's got it. He's got his second. One in the first and one in the last for Jack Riding. And that will make it a little difficult for the Borough now because they've kicked 2 first quarter goals within 7 minutes. 8-10-58 North Ballarat. 4-11-35 Sebastopol. We've gone 7 minutes last quarter on your Ballarat Toyota scoreboard.
Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
Yeah, they're going to need one and one really quickly now because it's blown out to 23 points. The biggest lead of the day. All wrapped up. For North Ballarat, there is Simons. Picks himself up. We have another throw up in the middle of the ground. It's McEldew to do battle with Hutt. Comes out. Looked like Polkinghorn got the quick kick forward, but only as far as Widgery, who then turns it over to Nash. Nash, not sure where to go. He decides to go along the wing to a one-on-one contest. Well done. Comes out to Glover. Glover on that left foot, looking for his teammate in Loader, but taken out over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in between wing and half forward for the North Ballarat side. 8 minutes gone. They enjoy a 23-point lead in the last quarter of the Ballarat Toyota McDonald's Ballarat Football Netball League live stream match of the day here at Mars Stadium. Comes out to Riding, flicked out the back, toe poked by Chatfield. The umpire says kicking in danger, I think. So Sebastopol quickly take that out to the outer side. Cramping up on the outer side is Jai Harvey. And we'll have a boundary throw in. Back to where it was not that long ago. It'll be Stowe and McEldew to do battle. Just McEldew threw him out of the way. Quick hands from Jones to Polkinghorn to Riding. Drew is there quickly onto him, so he hurries the left foot kick. And mopping up is Ben Hutt for Sebastopol, deep in defence. He'll go short to Cassidy. Would have just travelled the desired distance. Cassidy now to the wing on the grandstand side of the ground. Quickly to Butler. Butler has Hauser on the outside, ignores him, then decides to go up towards Hart. But just coming over the back is Chatfield, roaming around the ground a bit now. Chatfield with a lovely kick towards his teammate, but it's just going to beat him out over the boundary line. That's the first gamer in Sam Arts. Just looks like Chatfield's playing as that high forward, then roaming around the ground on ball. He's a class act, that's for sure. In it comes. McEldew gets the hand to it, but Widgery's there for Sebastopol. Quick beats him to it, though. Hurried kick out. That's what happens when you play in front from a hurried kick forward. Nearly had a rush of blood, Sam Arts, in his debut game, and nearly took that step off the line to play on. And it does happen when you're a little bit younger and you see those goals. You get the rush of blood, but he was smart enough to compose himself. He'll kick from 40. And that is going to be the nail in the coffin for the first gamer, Sam Arts. And they have come from everywhere as he goes on debut. Magnificent effort. That's two of the three debutants today in Glover and Arts have kicked goals. And the other boy, Loverson's played up the back half and been very good too. So Brendan McCartney would be very happy with the debutants today. 9-10-64. North Ballarat, Sebastopol, 4-11-35, 29-point leaders on your Ballarat Toyota scoreboard.
Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
Hurried kick out of the middle from Quick, goes forward, over the back of McCartan, spills free, still there. Oh, Arts, was he taken high and deliberate? No, we'll have a boundary throw in. Thought Arts might have got a free kick and another shot on goal within a minute. With a boundary throw in. They've really turned it on now, the North Ballarat side. Kicked 3 goals in this last quarter so far with 11 and a half minutes gone. Sebastopol haven't kicked one as yet, just the behind. Met solidly. There was Arts. Comes to Chatfield. He's wrapped up. Umpire says, I'll ball that up. About 40 metres out, directly in front of the North Ballarat goal. 12 minutes gone, last quarter. Up it goes. McCallum pushes Stowe out of the way. Gets quick hands out. Looks like O'Brien. Right foot snap. Miss to the near side. 9-12-66 North Ballarat. 4-11-35 Sebastopol. 12 minutes gone, last quarter. In fact, are they slow on that or is it 9-11? And it comes. It's True to bring the ball back into play for Sebastopol. Goes to the outer side, finds his teammate in McNabb, who in turn goes up the line. Now they're away. Sebastopol go inside, 50 to Powell. Taps it in front of Loverson, then gets it onto his right foot. Looking for and finding, or was luck of fortune, Jai Harvey, who's taken the mark 15 or 20 metres out. Slight angle, nothing to worry about with the angle. So he should kick it. It's 9-11 to 4-11. 5 goals, the biggest margin of the game. As we see, I reckon that's Toby Hutt bringing himself to the boundary. Looks like a wrist injury. And Harvey gets it. So Harvey's first for the day in the last quarter. And he gets the 5th for Sebastopol. 5-11-41 Sebastopol. They trail North Ballarat 9-11-65. 13.5 gone last quarter on your Ballarat Toyota scoreboard.
Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
Yeah, it just looked like Toby Hutt brought himself to the boundary there with a left wrist injury, which is no good. That's for Ballarat Sports Medicine. Up it goes. Tapped out by Stowe. One by Keel. Quickly away. They need one quickly to stay in this. Keel goes inside, looking for Powell. Couldn't take the mark. Glover was tackled. Incorrect disposal. And the free kick is Banbury. Well, here you go. 30 out directly in front, 35 at the most directly in front. All of a sudden at the 14-minute mark, they can get themselves within 18 points. Just ebbs and flows and tempos, and it's all about when you have got the tempo, scoring is imperative. Jack Banbury hasn't kicked one today, comes in, straight over the goal umpire's hat, and they are still in this. Gets them within 3 goals. He's been good today. Finally gets a goal. 6:11:47 Sebastopol. 9:11:65 North Ballarat. 15 minutes gone last quarter on your Ballarat Toyota scoreboard.
Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
Well. Just when they had got themselves out to 5 goals, the biggest lead of the match, North Ballarat, they have decided, Sebastopol, to put the foot on the pedal. And Harvey and Banbury have goaled for them. Quick takeaways from the middle from Keel. And they are back in it. Stowe and McCallum. McCallum wins it. Polkinghorne, wrapped up by Nother. Right in the middle circle again. So we'll redo it again. Up it goes. Stowe won that, but McCallum roved it, gives it off quickly to his teammate Simons, who goes forward, carries over the back of the pack. Quick's there, toe pokes it. Can he keep it in? He does, but gives it straight to True, who runs over the behind line from behind and tries to quickly play on, but the umpire's pulled a free kick, has he? It was out of bounds, in fact, so Quick must have taken that out over before he kicked that back inboard. So we'll have a boundary throw in right on the goal post, left about 15 metres around from the goal post. The North Ballarat goal, 16.5 gone, 18-point leaders. In it comes, tapped over the back from McElroy, quickly to Chatfield, gets his right leg to it, sits up now, it's Arts, quick hands out, gets it out to Polkinghorne, gets it back to Hutt to Arts, but out over the boundary line. The umpire said, I'll throw that in. About 20 metres around from the North Ballarat goal. 17 minutes gone, 18-point leaders, the Roosters. In it comes. McElroy. Oh, comes out to Chatfield, open goal. That should be it. Just given too much space was Josh Chatfield behind that stoppage, and he was able to shark it and run into an open goal. And that takes North Ballarat on to 10:11:71. Sebastopol, 6:11:47. Nearly 17.5 gone last quarter on your Ballarat Toyota scoreboard.
Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
Well, all of a sudden, where we only had 1 goal kicked up that end for the day, this last quarter's brought about 4. So North Ballarat able to prove what both sides couldn't do for the early part of the day, as Keel wins that out of the middle. Quick hands out, but it's Nash to Chatfield again. Gee, he's good. Just all class. And a beautiful kick forward, looking for and finding Harry Loader. Loader now goes inside with a kick to Arts. Oh no, he's paid a free kick. Well, it comes out to Cassidy. So I'm not sure what the free kick was for, but no one was arguing about it as Cassidy finds Widgery. Widgery to the outer side to Pabst. Pabst now up towards half forward. Keel slips over, enables the North Ballarat Roosters to go up towards McElroy, who gets quick hands out to Arts. Arts, well, probably didn't have control of it, but not paid. Handball back from Turley. Now they go back inboard. Slipping over is Cassidy, but wins it. Quick hands out, but it's McCartan in his 150th to Arts. Arts coughs it up. Now they're away, Sebastopol through the middle of the ground looking for Dummett. Just controls it enough to get it out to Banbury. Has a player on the inside, tried to go to him. Chopped off very, very well by Chatfield. And then Chatfield sends him up towards 50 for Riding. Riding's tackled by Haslett. Comes out to Hill. Hill onto the right foot. Goes into the centre square, finds Hausler to Cassidy. Now Cassidy's away, sends him up to half forward. It's 1-on-2 Hills, but coming in on the outside there is Tony Lockyer. Incorrect disposal. Gee, Chatfield's lifted. Chatfield now goes up the line, finds a teammate in Jones. Daniel Jones. Oh, that's a lovely kick on the angle, isn't it? That is a beautiful kick to Nash. Good vision, great disposal. Nash now goes inside 50. Oh, courage. The kick was looking for Turley, but coming across was Jed Hill, and no regard for his body, and just threw himself in the air, punched the ball out over the fence. 20 minutes gone last quarter. 24-point leaders are the Roosters over Sebastopol. Boundary throw-in. In it comes. McCallum gets the tap forward. Here goes Arts. This time he's got it. Wow, he's a lively type. It's his second goal for the quarter on debut in the last quarter. But it's not just that, it's the other stuff that he's done as well. He looks very lively. He's a strong-looking little type. 11-11-77 North Ballarat. 6-11-47 Sebastopol. We're gone 20 and a half minutes in the last quarter on your Ballarat Toyota scoreboard.
Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
I'll tell you what, Brendan McCartney will be very, very happy with the 3 debutants he's brought in today. Super effort. They've all done very well. Arts has got 2, Glover's got 1, and Loverson's done very well up back. On top of that, Simon McCartan, the captain in his 150th game, has been very good. All goes well for North Ballarat today, as Simons, who's been very good, is locked up with a bounce down. McEldrew wins that down. Comes out to that man, McCartan. Kicked it into McEldrew. Quick hands out. All wrapped up. 3 players for Sebastopol just wrapped up. Jenkins. Another bounce down. Won by the big fella McCallum. Quick hands out. Keels tackled by O'Brien. Incorrect disposal. O'Brien takes a free kick for North Ballarat in the centre of the ground. Now he'll go long. Sits it up. Coming from third man back was Riding. Gets it forward to McCallum. Here he goes again, Arts. Has his handball smothered. Mops up really well and gives it off to Chatfield, who in turn just turns around and gives it to the other debutant, and Glover. And Glover from 50. And what I've seen of him today, there's every chance this will go through. It's a beautiful left foot kick and very balanced. And the young kid's going to have a go at it. Sam Glover, can he match his teammate who's kicked 2 on debut and get 2 himself? You kick from outside 50 when he lets it go. He goes to the arc, kicks from right on the chalk, and has just hooked it to the right and missed. 11-12-78 North Ballarat. 6-11-47 Sebastopol. Tony Lockyer quickly plays on. Kicks it to the outer wing. O'Brien drops it for North Ballarat. Flicked out. Keels there. Up towards Butler. Just taps the ball out over the boundary line in front of Jenkins. We'll have a boundary throw in. Right in front of the McDonald's Ballarat side. Outer wing here at Mars Stadium. 23 minutes gone. Last quarter. In it comes. O'Brien takes that ruck tap on this occasion. Simons wins it. His kick smothered. All wrapped up is Nash. We'll have a bounce down. Sorry, it was actually Bromley Lynch. I've got him and Nash mixed up a few times today. Jenkins. Hurried kick up towards the wing. Does very well in the end. Does the big fella. I think that might have been Curran. Gets it out to Riding. Kicks it forward towards 50. Has Riding on the outside again onto the left foot towards Chatfield and finds him. It's been good, Jack Riding. And so is this guy. Josh Chatfield. Kicked 4 last week. He's got 2. He's going for third. He's third here. I don't think this will be a problem for him. It is. I think he's missed that to the near side. Again, we're going to have the goal umpire. Yeah, now, field umpire said that did flick the post. So he's hit the post, and it's a behind to Josh Chatfield. 11-13-79, 6-11-47 Sebastopol. They bring it in. They find Keel, who's had a good second half for the Borough. Goes up towards the middle of the ground. Banbury tries to punch that on towards Butler to get him to run onto it. Just didn't connect sweetly enough as he goes back in after it, does Banbury. And we'll have a bounce down right in the middle of the ground. 25 minutes gone last quarter. And it's 32-point lead to the North Ballarat side. The biggest lead of the day. And it's deep in the last quarter when they get there. And free kick to Polkinghorne in the middle of the ground for North Ballarat. Goes up looking for the big fella in McCallum. Carries over his head though. Easy to read was McNabb for Sebastopol. He takes the mark. Plays hot outside defensive 50. He wasn't too sure what he wanted to do. Finds Keel. Keel will go inboard. Good kick. Finds a teammate in Widgery. Goes to the outer side looking for Hausler. Not a great kick, but he's got the time to let it bounce up to him. Comes inboard. Good kick. Just on the middle of the ground. Goes over looking for Nother. Carries over his head. Banbury, quick hands out, back to Nother, has True on the outside, on that left foot, gets the snap, but goal, and he's got it. Ben True gets his first for the day, and much needed, but too late. Gets Sebastopol 7th, 7-11-53, Sebastopol. Trail North Ballarat, 11-13-79. 26 and a half gone last quarter on your Ballarat Toyota scoreboard.
Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
26 points. It was True's first for the day as O'Brien in the ruck for the Roosters, and I reckon he's landed awkwardly on his ankle. Went into the ruck after half time last week, O'Brien, and he wins his own ball again. Gets a high right foot snap, looking for the young boy in Arts. Just clean and smart and so composed for a first gamer. Just cleaned himself up and then got it to Glover, who Glover finds a player on the outside, inside 50. And that's Jones. Wow. 2 kids in their first game, and you would seriously think they've played 50-plus games. In Arts and Glover. And take nothing away from Lovison up the other end either. In comes Jones. He's going to miss to the right. Goes through for a behind. 11-14-80. North Ballarat. 7-11-53. Sebastopol. 28 minutes gone. Last quarter. In they come. Find Widgery. Still inside defensive 50. Has Hills calling for it. Ignores, goes short and dangerous, but finds his teammate in Hutt. Hutt goes to the outer side. Finds Hazlitt. Hazlitt now to the outer wing, looking for Nother. Doesn't find him, and it beats him out over the boundary line. There's a big fella come in Curran for the North Ballarat side. We'll have a boundary throw in. Outer wing position. Deep in the last quarter here, nearly 28 and a half gone. In it comes. Hills and O'Brien. Comes out to Polkinghorne. Ends up back in the hands of O'Brien. Lowers his eyes with a beautiful kick and finds the big fella in McCallum right on the chalk on 50. And there's no rush. He'll just take his time. They've won this. 27 points up, the Roosters. They'll be happy with this effort today. They get to blood some kids, and they've all done well. In he comes, the big fella. High kick right towards the goal square. Glover flies from behind, then collects his own ball. Left foot snap has missed. They sound like a broken record, but these kids have been really, really impressive. North Ballarat, 11:15.81, 29.5 minutes gone. Lead Sebastopol, 7:11.53, 28-point leaders. Sebastopol come in short and find Pabst. He's been good today. Pabst now, again short, finds Chase Dummett. Dummett quickly onto the outside. That goes over the head of Hausler. Jones is there to mop up for North Ballarat and has Glover in the goal square, walks in and drops it on the right boot. And he has got his second for the day. So he's equalled his mate in Arts. They got 2 each, the debutants. North Ballarat, 12:15.87. Sebastopol, 7:11.53. We're gone 30 minutes. Last quarter on your Ballarat Toyota scoreboard.
Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
Wow, in the end, they are 34 points in front. The biggest lead of the day. Up it goes. O'Brien missed it. Quick kick forward by Widgery. Comes out towards Polkinghorn. Quick hands on the outside to the 150 gamer captain McCartan. Short kick. Punched away. He butters up. McCartan gives it to Polkinghorn. Jones back on the inside. Goes onto the left foot. And there it is. Great win to the Roosters. North Ballarat, 12:15.87, have run out 34-point winners. Sebastopol, 7:11.53. Good game in the end. The rain didn't get here, thank God. The lights come on because it was getting dark. We will take a quick break. We'll try to get some scores from around the grounds, and we'll go through the goal kickers and the best. North Ballarat running out 34-point winners, 12:15.87. Sebastopol, 7:11.53. We'll be back here for the Carlton Draft post-game summary very shortly.
After a long, hard day, nothing beats a long, cold brewery fresh Carlton Draft.
Pour it long, pour it cold, pour it Carlton, pour it gold. The real taste of real draft beer. Pour it long, pour it cold, pour it Carlton.
Celebrate
You don't give in. You don't give up. You push on when most would have pushed off. You lend a hand, whether a hand was asked for or not. It's called Aussie Spirit for good reason, because it takes spirit to get through times like these. Lucky you've got it in spades. It's what inspires us to be by your side to help. Together we'll get through this. We always do. Search Toyota, here to help.
After a long, hard day, nothing beats a long, cold brewery fresh Carlton Draft.
Pour it long, pour it cold, pour it Carlton, pour it gold. The real taste of real draft beer. Pour it long, pour it cold, pour it Carlton, pour it.
Celebrate.
Welcome back to the Mars Stadium for the Carlton Draft post-game summary in the North Ballarat Sebastopol game, where the Roosters, North Ballarat 12-15-87, have run out 34-point winners over Sebastopol 7-11-53 in what started off as a bit of a low-scoring affair, but the Roosters have come home and kicked 6-7 in the last quarter, and Sebastopol got themselves 3-1 as well. So it ended up quite a, you'd say a mid-range scoring game. 19 goals kicked for the game, and was quite an entertaining game, that last quarter of North Ballarat's. And they've kicked 6 up one end, the scoreboard end, where only one was kicked in the previous 3 quarters. And I thought Sebastopol might have been a real chance at 3-quarter time, but no doubt they missed James Richards and James Keeble. They really missed those two today. They had as much inside 50 most of the day, apart from that last quarter, but just couldn't seem to kick goals. But when North Ballarat went inside 50, they had a plethora of goal kickers, and they had 4 multiple goal kickers, and 2 of those multiple goal kickers were debutants. And for the Sebastopol side, they only had the 1 multiple goal kicker, and that was Michael Powell, who kicked 3 of the 7. So he's kicked 45% of their score, has Powell. So they definitely missed Keeble up forward and James Richards in the ruck, because it didn't allow them to do some certain things that they could have done, having the ruckman in. And having said that, the big fella for North Ballarat just continually got his hands on the middle was McCallum, and made it a lot easier. Then when he was able to rest forward in the last quarter and they went and moved the midfielder O'Brien into the ruck, he was dominating as well. So, and he would recover his own ball. So it was interesting. The goal kickers for North Ballarat, 2 each to Jack Riding, Sam Arts, Josh Chatfield and Sam Glover, and singles to Jamie Quick, Hodgson, Simons and Darcy McEldew. All got singles. For the Sebastopol side, 3 to Michael Powell and 3 single goal kickers in Banbury, Butler and True. And that got them their 7 goals. So around the grounds, some surprises. Some would say I wasn't surprised with Melton South. I actually picked them because I just thought they have been travelling okay. And they lost 1 game by a point. And we've seen how good Redan were last week. Probably the best kicking side I've seen in the competition thus far, who had the bye today. But we got a late score. We couldn't get a score all day from Bacchus Smash at Mattingley Park. But thanks very much, Shane Anwell, the general manager of the McDonald's Ballarat Football Netball League, was able to get through some scores for us. And it was 13-8-86 Bacchus Smash to East Point, 8-8-56. That was into the last quarter, and they were holding a 5-goal lead back a smash. Now, that's very, very interesting when you think of how they've been going. They got trounced, well, not trounced, but they got beat by 5 goals by Mountain South last week, and they come out and beat the dual reigning premiers this week. So it's a very close competition, and isn't that fantastic? Mountain South, 15-7, 97. I think this is the final score. Sunbury, 10-14, 74. 23-point, either winners or leaders late in the game, out at the Melton Rec Reserve. So possibly you would say they're both upsets, but I wouldn't have called Melton South an upset. But it really has thrown the competition open. And then out here, we have a 34-point winner in North Ballarat, a very, very young North Ballarat. And the question was the bigger bodies of Sebastopol going to make it hard for North Ballarat? Well, it didn't, because they ran and got the ball into space a lot, North Ballarat, and they ran and ran and ran. My votes. First of all, apologies to Daniel Jones. I thought he was very good for the North Ballarat side. There's a lot. Polkinghorne, very good. Riding, very good. I haven't got him in the votes. I cannot believe Cam McCallum got his hands on the ball a lot, didn't he? Chatfield was very good, and I haven't got him in the votes. This is crazy, really. I'm leaving myself open here. Hobbs was pretty good up back too. But I've gone one vote on debut, Sam Glover. Some of the things he did were amazing, and something late in the last quarter where he roved his own ball and then had the composure to snap, but just missed. But, wow, the signs are really good for this North Ballarat side with these kids. And then, again, apologies to Sam Arts. 2 votes. I went the captain in his 150th game, Simon McCartan. Thought he was very good in the midfield, in and under, feeding it out. Was really strong. And I've gone their other midfielder, Joe Simons. I thought he won a lot of the footy. And again, like McCartan, in and under. And as I said, I've been pretty tough on about 6 others as well. O'Brien was good too, wasn't he? So, but that's where I've gone. 1, 2, and 3. I've gone 1 Glover, 2 McCartan, and 3 Simons. I thought they were all very good players. But they've run out winners, North Ballarat. The Saints have got up over the Suns. So Brock Wilson, our cameraman, and I are very, very happy. The Giants have got up over the Bombers by 2 points. The Cats beat the Tigers last night. And the Pies are leading the Kangaroos early in the first quarter by about 13 points. So, next week, I would say, it hasn't been decided, but once we sit down with the head of the Ballarat Football Netball League, the McDonald's Ballarat Football Netball League, next week's games, I would imagine, without speaking out of school, I thought Melton versus East Point might be the live stream Ballarat Toyota game of the day. That'll be, well, we thought it would have been 1 versus 2, but East Point have been beaten. So this could change the whole version of where we go next week now, with East Point getting beaten. But I would still think that would be the game. But it's Darley take on Sebastopol. Redan take on Bacchus Marsh at City Oval. Ballarat take on Darley out at Alfreton. Lake Wendouree at home to Sebastopol. Melton at home to East Point. And Sunbury at home to North Ballarat. I would assume, with Melton South having the bye. 2 in a row, Melton South. They go into the bye feeling really fresh, and then they come back at home again to tackle Redan in round 6. It really is a wide open league at the moment. Don't you love it? 2 games tonight. If you're in the area, get out. There's 1 east and 1 west. The one in the west is Ballarat at home, sitting 9th, take on Lake Wendouree, sitting 6th. That kicks off in just over an hour at 6:15 at Alfreton. And Darley are at home, sitting 11th, take on the top-placed Melton at Darley Park at 6:15 as well. Thanks for joining us. It's been a magnificent day of Ballarat football again. Really enjoyed it out here in what is, without doubt, the most amazing stadium to watch football from. And we will be back next week. Don't forget, tune in next Friday for Beyond the Boundary, and we'll be back next week. We're not too sure where we will call, but I would assume it would be the Melton game versus East Point. Out here at Mars Stadium, North Ballarat have run out winners 12-15-87 over the Sebastopol 7-11-53. And on behalf of Brock Wilson on camera, I'm Brad Sinclair, and thanks for joining us, and we will see you next week.
You don't give in. You don't give up.